done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition? Bone face.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, but the PS5 though, like it just dropped.
I know.
Ah, damn, y'all beautiful though, but
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
Oh, God.
My nigga.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I got a question for you. Do you have car insurance?
100%. No reason.
All right. Do you have homeowners insurance?
100%.
Do you have life insurance?
100%.
Do you have medical insurance?
100%.
Did you get tired of your insurance agent talking about the possibilities of you losing your life and being rewarded? Hold on for a second.
Yes,
I know, but
question.
don't be a but person. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You have insurances. Although it's a very uncomfortable situation, and life insurance people who sell it tend to be scumbags. They tend to be looked at as scumbags, like, I don't want to have this conversation about me dying, but you surely will die. So you better have the conversation. The reality is, yes, it's a very tough conversation. I have to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's very difficult. However, there needs to be some insurance, and there's no insurance, and so we must talk about it.
All up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all of that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of.
What's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. You got my homeboy XL Pro coming through. He says like, share, subscribe, Cash App, $ Cali West 1. I appreciate you, G. Righteous Spirit, stand up. XL Pro says, we'll do it live. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. All right? We'll do it live. Now we got my boy Monk DAN. He come through with the Jam City. Jammed and rammed. Now my boy Demetrius comes through. He says, what it do, Cali West? Let's go. I appreciate everybody tuning in on this Friday night. Righteous Fear Stand Up. Oh, shit. We got the big homie J Flow coming through. Free Asian Lifestyle member. Shout out and salute. He says, salute Cali West, XL Pro, Monk, and Demetrius. So salute. I appreciate you for checking in, G. And then XL Pro says, salute to J Flow. All right, y'all. So at least that we got all the boys in the chat for tonight. So, we're going to go straight to the topic. You feel me? We can go straight to the topic. Now, as you see, well, let's talk about Halle Berry first. All right? Because we already discussed the situation with the chick before who was on the cover with her. But we're going to revisit that because, we only touched on it and dabbled. And I know I'm glistening like a runaway slave. That's because I came in the house. I work, I'd be working 11-hour shifts. So when I come in, look, a nigga needs to get his chicken bag up, okay? So until a nigga get his chicken bag up, I got to come in. When I get to the house, I got to turn on the AC. You know what I'm saying? And it's Florida. Florida is very humid. So even though it's not very hot, it's still hot in temperature. So excuse me if I'm glistening like a runaway slave. I just turn on my AC, and I don't like to turn on the fan when I'm on podcast. Monk Dan says, what up, J Flow? So, all right. So, I think we got, we had these, gave our big ups and stuff. And I appreciate y'all for, for saluting and checking in on chat because, your boy had to get prepared. Now, let's see here. So let's talk about this Halle Berry situation. I think that's really, really goofy because everybody knows that Halle Berry won an Oscar for Monsters Ball. Now, yes. Now, many could argue that she really didn't get an Oscar for acting. She really got an Oscar for fucking. Let's just keep it a buck. She got an Oscar for fucking. Now, a lot of people believe that was a real sex scene. And I can't say it was not a sex scene. And let's just be real. Out of dark humor, there's a possibility that they really had sex. They just told everybody to, hush up and keep it on the QT. Hollywood is sinister like that. But let's just be real. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. Let's read Halle Berry's article and what she got to say. Let's just hear her bitch babble and her crying. There we go. Oh. So then it says, okay, I'm reading The Guardian. And I don't know why they got this big ass ad right here. Does this ad have to be this big, really? Like that ad is bigger than the goddamn story, bruh. Okay, there we go. Look at me, I'm about to crash out, boy. J Flow says Billy Bob is a real winner. Facts, because dude, how many people could say that they fucking put their dick against her pussy? Even like whether he fucked her or not. Hey, he has enough visuals, enough touching, enough feels to fill up his spank bank for several lifetimes. But straight up and down, I do believe that he fucked her. I believe they fucked her. And we're going to talk about that a little bit here. So Halle Berry, as you see, maybe I can make this larger. That's what she said to me last night. We're going to make this article a little larger so y'all can see. So it says, Halle Berry says Oscars not designed for Black female actors. So we have to stop coveting them. Oh.
Silence, you funny fool! I've had it with your whining and bumbling.
Now, that's ironic because she's the only Black woman who has ever won an Oscar. I think ever since that lady from Gone with the Wind or something like that. I think the lady from the Gone with the Wind. But his was ironic though. She got an Oscar for fucking Billy Bob Thornton, right? Fucking white man on screen. And then the Mammy from Gone with the Wind got an award because she played a Mammy role, which is a role which is not only very pivotal in Black history and in Hollywood, because Gone with a Wind was a very, very good film, but there was a lot of racism and things in it, right, that they implemented from Hollywood. But that mammy role, that lady who played that role, essentially was the phenotype, the blueprint of every Black mother, grandmother, and every Black woman ever since then. Because guess what? They still follow the same ways of how she's talking. The mammy, the typical stereotypical mammy. Now let's go back to this barbecue. Barbecue. Let's get back to this this barbecue article. Now, of course, it says, "Oh, see, I stand corrected. The only Black female actor to have won the leading actress award." Oh, okay. Because she's the only female actor who has won a leading actress award. Okay. Was speaking on a documentary #1 on the Cal sheet, along with Taraji P. Henson and Whoopi Goldberg.
This is a sick Negro.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. As a 60-year-old chick, she still look damn good. No lie. Shit. I might be quoting Ghost Greg Adams on this, but she's definitely a genetic perfection, bro. Like, she look good to Black people. She look good to white people. Even though most of her characteristics are white, other than that sweet ass. Man, oh my God. She got a sweet backside. And that's why she won that Oscar. She got an Oscar for her backside. You know what I'm saying? That backside. That's what it was. Now, let's go back to the article. Let's not get distracted. Halle Berry has said she has now believes her historic Oscar win in 2002 for Monsters Ball was an anomaly, and that fellow Black female actors should therefore stop coveting Academy Awards.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Oh my God. Hey, I'm telling you, this shit writes itself, bro. I ain't probably not gonna get that many views on this video, but at least I could probably, you'll definitely see other content creators talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna talk about this shit. It's Halle Berry. Now, it says Berry, now 58, is the only Black woman to have won the leading actress Oscar awards in nearly 100 years. Cynthia Erivo's nomination for Wicked earlier this year marks only the second time after Viola Davis, that a woman of color has been nominated for the leading actress Oscar more than once. She was previously nominated for Harriet. Only 15 Black people have ever been in contention for the prize. Oh, poor thing. Oh.
Emotional damage.
That says, speaking on the upcoming documentary, #1 on the call sheet, Berry said that the 23 years since her victory have forced me to ask myself, did it matter? Did it really change anything for women of color, for my sisters, for our journey?
The cap.
Hey, y'all, can I be honest with y'all? All right. I had to say this. Listen a second. We had to, hold up. All right. And y'all can tell me in the comment section. Be honest with you, y'all. I hate to say this because I don't want to contradict myself, because I've always had the stance that being Black is not how you talk, or even necessarily even really how you live necessarily. Black is what you are. I mean, physically, you can't stop that, right? Okay. Just because someone talks proper doesn't make them mean that they talk white and they're not Black, okay? I'm putting that disclaimer out there. With that being said, I'm trying to tread lightly. Okay. Has Halle Berry, in her film career or even in the last 15 years, has she lived her life or even try to assimilate to quote unquote Black culture? because Halle Berry has money. She could put together films with black women all the time. She could make a film. She could make a TV show about black women. You know what I'm saying? She has the pull to do it. She could do it herself. She could even fund it herself. She could do it pro bono. She could do a lot of shit. But guess what? Halle Berry, she's one of those black people, and I hate to say that. Well, most black people use their color only for their benefit, not even for everyone's benefit, not for everybody's, not to help everyone's detriment, but to help their benefit. Okay, Halle Berry hasn't even essentially aligned herself with black people. Only time she aligns herself with black people if some bad shit happened to her. When has Halle Berry come out and say, "Hey, you know what? I want to go to Africa, or I want to go to somewhere in the continent. I want to go to Jamaica, and I want to I want to give back to the community. I want to go back to Chicago and give back to the community." You ain't never heard that bitch say any shit like that yet. These bitches always come about black people coming together and black people should do this, black people should do that. When these bitches ain't getting no fucking money, when these bitches ain't getting no roles. When she was the hottest thing in Hollywood and she was getting roles left and right, she didn't need black people. But now when there's a problem now she want to gather up all the Negroes now. Gather up the Negroes. Man, that's that bullshit, man. But hey, hey, we're all here for it to talk with this shit about this shit, because this shit is fucking goofy.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
All right, so let me read the rest of this article real quick, and then we can start talking some more shit. So then it says, Berry adds that she felt that the tide would turn in 2021 when both Audra Day and Viola Davis were nominated for the United States versus Billie Holiday and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, respectively. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not saying that. I actually kind of forgot that there was a movie about that, but I know they kind of Billie Holiday did have a hard time and stuff, but yo, this is white America. You really expect white America to go nominate these? I mean, they at least mention it. Look, they at least mention them, right? They really thought they was gonna win. Come on now, man. See, I don't think black people are really realistic with how this country works, and it has nothing to do with racism. Just think about it. If black people were the minority, we wouldn't watch certain little white people films. I mean, I take that back. We watch all types of film because there's no such thing as a white film or a black film. There's just films that are made by white people and films that are made by black people. That's what I believe. With that being said, okay, as my disclaimer, most black people, if black people were the majority, they wouldn't watch Star Wars and any of this shit. Let's just be real. Because if you ask Star Wars, if you ask every black people if they watch Star Wars, they're gonna look at your ass like you motherfucking crazy, bro. Let's just be real. But yet they still want white people to be into their shit. Black people who's watching me, yo, stop trying to be accepted by white people. When white people feel like accepting you, or when not just white people, just people in general, when they want to accept you, they'll accept you. If not, fuck it. Just do what you gotta do and go where you're celebrated, okay? So see, the thing is, Halle Berry and other black actresses, they don't want to be accepted with Hollywood because they know that's where the money is. They know that's where the big bucks is. That's why they're making a stir about this. This has nothing to do with black women getting exposure. This has to do with black women such as herself getting exposure. Because has Halle Berry, see, here's the thing, Denzel Washington, he has put on white actors, he has put on black actors, he has even put on actresses as well. He's put if you look up, Denzel Washington, a lot of people don't, and I see his thing. He don't really brag, but Denzel Washington has put people on the game. You know what I'm saying? Not just black people, but he has actually helped white actors get a breakthrough as well. With that being said, you just gotta go to show that it's all about them. And that's the thing about sisters. They really just been, I hate to say this, but sisters has just been very, very selfish in the last 20 years. Longer than that, but that's an whole other story in itself. But I want to read this quote. It says, I felt 100% sure that this year was the year one of them was going to walk away with this award. She says, adding for equally different and beautiful reasons, they both deserved it. And I thought for sure. So let's just be real. So the white women or the white girls who had their little roles, they didn't deserve it either? I don't know. That's kind of weird. And let me ask you a question. How can, if there's one award and it's two black nominees, how can they both deserve it? I don't know. I don't know. I would just think that, maybe they're two great films, but only one deserved it. There was, what? How many nominees are there? 3 or 4 nominees for each category. I mean, I would think they all equally could have deserved it, but whatever. However, both women losing it out to France McDormand and for Nomadland made Barry reconsider. She said, "The system's not really designed for us, so we have to stop coveting that which is not for us. Because at the end of the day, how do we touch the lives of people? And that fundamentally is what art is for."
Shut up, bitch.
She a goddamn lie. Like I said, Halle Berry, she's just been coming to the cookouts now because she washed up and she had to go get with a jazz player, a wannabe. What's kind of ironic is, wouldn't you consider? No disrespect to the jazz player, guy and nothing like that, but dude, she was better off. She could have just stayed with Eric Benet. If she was gonna go be with an artist, wouldn't she have just been better off being with Eric Benet, a dude who at least he has major status, and at least he has money. At least he has money. Something, I don't know. But hey. Well, but guess what? She did but she definitely did Eric Benet a favor. She definitely did him a favor. Oh, so this is so the documentary features Taraji P and Whoopi Goldberg. And come on now. Expressing amazement over the dearth of leading actresses and nominees. I think that's actually kind of ironic too. Whoopi Goldberg, where the fuck do y'all think that she got that fucking last name from? You think Whoopi Goldberg, you think her parents were named Goldbergs? Come on now, man. Yo, you know what's so crazy? These fucking liberal bitches, they want to complain about how unfair racism is while they are actually married to people who could possibly be potentially the racist.
This is a sick Negro.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm gonna go to the comment section. Fuck this article, bro. Fuck this shit.
Silence, you furry fool. I've had it with your whining and bumbling.
Man. So, damn, y'all boys is going in on the comment section. Demetrius Hendricks says, Billy Bob was always known for that scene. Hey, let's just be real. Billy Bob Thornton was always a good actor, but let's just be real. Once he did that, once he was smashing them cheeks, his career took off, boy. Look, like a plane, dude. Like a stealth bomber. That shit took the fuck off. And Halle Berry, technically her career was supposed to take off too. They gave her Catwoman, and Cat Williams tanked. Dude, I still remember when they was giving away Catwoman at Walmart. Damn basket trays. J Flo says Denzel got his for playing a dirty cop. Facts. Because remember what Jadakiss said in his song? He said, why did they have to pop it to get an Oscar? To Halle Berry. Why did they have to pop it to get an Oscar? And why did Denzel have to go crooked before he took it? Facts. But here's the thing. Can I just say this much? I know Denzel's a great actor, and there's a lot of good movies that he's in. But let's just be real, man. Training Day was an all-around good-ass movie. So, you could kind of say, okay, we gave it to him because he's a thug. But guess what? Man, Training Day was a great-ass movie, man. Look, yo, I don't know if you've ever seen that show Blackish. I don't really watch it. I actually like Anthony Anderson, but I don't have time to watch those type of shows. But, yo, I watched one episode about when the rap boy was singing Gold Digger, and they mentioned about how, like, everybody has seen Training Day. And even some of the white people was like, yeah, we see Training Day. Like you ever seen Training Day? Everybody's seen Training Day. So, but stay flow. You got a point. Look, at the same time, hey, look, at the same time, look, the white people, they're gonna recognize some good shit when it's some good shit. What can I say? And I'm saying that Denzel never did some good shit because I love Safe House. I believe Safe House was a really, really, really good movie with Ryan Reynolds. That was a really great Denzel Washington. X was a really great movie, but shit, it is what it is, man. Now, Demetrius says Denzel got his shot in his ass, then he won an Oscar. LOL. Yeah, y'all boys, y'all ain't gonna let him live that down, huh? Hey, I don't know what's better, get shot in the ass or kissing another man. I don't know. Hey, we gotta take that. Hey, we gotta take them dubs when they come. We gotta take them W's as they come, bro. Now, Demetrius says she related to a famous singer. I believe Halle Berry related to a singer, but I don't know which one she's famous, and she's probably dead now. Oh, okay. I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. Mundan says she sound like a victim. Man, look at they're always victims. Like, and Halle Berry's whole life is all about victimhood. Her divorces are victimhood. Her boyfriends are victimhood. Everybody's a victim. But the truth is, to be honest with you, it looks like she's the aggressor.
Really him. You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
J-Bo says, let's see her husband resume. Too damn long. Well, I think she only married one guy. Everybody else she was getting fucked by. Oh, no, I take that back. Wasn't she married to David Justice, too? Oh, my God. J-Flo says, BAPS unity. And you know what's ironic? You know what's ironic about BAPS? Women, fast forwarded 20 years later, BAPS was just telling you about the future, because everything that those girls did in BAPS, that is now part of the culture now. Think about it. I mean, I know people have hairstyles like that in the South, like Kentucky, Louisiana, Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge in Louisiana, but like places like, like shit, even in certain parts of Florida, people still have a hairstyles like that. I've seen girls with hairstyles like that in BAPS. But guess what? That was back in the day. But now, the girls is modern day BAPS. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I fucked the bitch last night, and the bitch was sexy as fuck, but the bitch was kind of hood. This bitch, she had gold fronts on too. I was like, God damn, bitch. And like, I didn't even know that she had gold teeth because I fucked the bitch before. But when I fucked her last night, I know that she had a fucking grill too. I was like, God damn, bitch. Like, these bitches are modern day BAP, bruh. Now, Demetrius says, yeah, we are definitely know that Whoopi's, that's not her real name. I forgot her real name, though. Right. Like, let's just be real. Like, the irony, right? Like, why are black people not checking her? Why is Dr. Umar and the black people not checking her about that, right? Oh, my God. Demetrius Hendricks says, I read a documentary about Whoopi Goldberg, and it was a good documentary. Okay. J-Flo says, Billy Bob clapped Prime, Angelina, and Brad Pitt paid out $80 million, winning. Oh, wait. Hey, did he? Hey, Billy Bob Thornton is a motherfucking man, ain't he? Shit. J-Flo says Training Day was the best. Hey, hands down, it was the best. Oh, shit. Pimp Skywalker. Hey, how can I fucking forget that movie? That's like probably one of my favorite movies of Denzel Washington too. Book of Eli was pretty good and as well. Facts. Hey, Book of Eli. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You can ask anybody, especially my little brother. He know I love fucking the Book of Eli, man. Dude, the Book of Eli. I watched it. I watched that shit from beginning to end at least 4 times. At least. You know, I need to put that in my movie group. I need to put that for my suggestions in my movie group on WhatsApp. J-Flo says, it's not what you know. Oh, shit, let me put that shit on the screen. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Right. Hey, the way I look at it is, shit, I feel like Billy Bob Thornton really fucked Halle Berry. And Halle Berry, if you are going to be the one to go try to sue a nigga or anything like that, even though I'll probably be the last person to sue because I'm, you know what I'm saying, ninja broke. But hey, you will have to basically go to court with all your proof that you did not fuck Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton. How about that? You wouldn't be able to do that now, would you?
Emotional damage.
Supreme Peace says, remember that song by Ice Cube, Burn Hollywood Burn? I sure do. I sure do. Hey, you know what's ironic? Burn Hollywood Burn was with Public Enemy. Yo, I'm down with the PE, and every little bitch wanna see me. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that video. Me and my boys walking the hood late at night. J Flo says, Bass was joking, and now it's for real. Facts. Well, that's kind of the bad thing about media is that, you know, it's kind of like the Garner and Wynn situation I was talking about. That Mammy lady essentially was the prototype of most black women on TV for a very, 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 very long time. Even now, you know, maybe, you know, to see they try to get away from him because they kind of knew it was kind of a little bit of coonery, but they still adopted a lot of the personalities and traits and stuff. Demetrius Henson says, man, I'm not going to forget Ethan Hawke. Good actor, in my opinion. Ethan Hawke is a great actor, man. He had that one movie where he was in a Mustang and he was like trying to, he had to like do certain things to like, so he could like save his daughter. That was a pretty good movie too. But I like Ethan Hawke. I fucks with Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke did that movie with Lawrence Fishburne. Remember? It was Attack on Precinct 47. Great movie too, by the way. J Flo says Pimp Skywalker fam salute. Yeah, salute to Pimp Skywalker for bringing up that book of Eli. Oh my God. You're going to have me, now I got weekends off. You're going to have me fucking around and watch that shit. J Flo says it takes a wolf to catch a wolf. Facts. Pimp Skywalker says at J Flo salute fam. Yeah. No doubt, man. Hey, look, y'all boys don't. I tell you one thing, y'all boys don't miss. Y'all boys don't miss, man. Like these comments are jam-packed. Demetrius says, oh yeah, Billy Bob Thornton can sing too. God damn it. Now, Demetrius Henderson says the Hughes brothers directed the Book of Eli, so it was a good movie. Facts. Okay. You know what? I did not know that. I did not know that. You know what was a good movie? But I don't feel like it's given that much props. None of these guys who you're talking about is in this, but I really think that Hype Williams movie with Mark Wahlberg, I forgot what the name of that was, but that was a movie that Hype Williams did about Mark Wahlberg basically being on the run because they thought he was trying to assassinate the president. But that movie was a good movie. I forgot what the name of that movie was. Oh, Shooter. I think they even made a TV show off of it. Shooter was a really good movie. That was done by Hype Williams. And there goes Morphine coming through more contentious media. She says, hey, everyone. Sup, Mr. West? Hey, love. How you doing? I appreciate you for checking in on this Saturday night. On this Friday night. I'm actually kind of glad you actually checked in too because I'm about to play this video. I don't think you've seen this video. So, if you have seen this video, you didn't see it on my channel. But I'm going to play another video because, you know, the topic tonight is Oscar winner Halle Berry says the Oscar doesn't covet black actresses. You know, with that being said, you know, basically the basis of this video tonight is the fact that it just kind of seems like sisters tend to complain about things that only benefit them. I want to hear a sister cry about how, you know, black boys should get an equal chance, you know, in the Oscars just as much as black women. But they don't ever cry about that. They tend to cry about themselves and what they want. But, you know, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just simply just describing and just illustrating the situation. More contention says, I finally got here early. Yay. Yeah, no doubt. I really appreciate it. Oh, shit. Demetrius Henderson says Danny Glover on there, right? Shooter. Facts. Yeah, Danny Glover. That Spanish guy. There's a Spanish actor. I like him as an actor, too. The Spanish guy, remember the federal agent guy? I like him as an actor. He's a pretty good actor. He was in Crash. Yeah, he was in Crash with, he was in Crash. But, Danny Glover. Yeah, Danny Glover. Like, I fuck with Danny Glover. I always fuck with Danny Glover. But Danny Glover, But Danny Glover, he always kind of played a good bad guy. Like, you know, I guess him playing Mr. in Color Purple, that just kind of set him off a little bit. Now, dude, I ain't gonna lie. The truth be told, y'all, I'm really a movie buff. I'm really into movies, into like, all types of movies made by white people, movies made by black people, movies made by Asian people. I like all types of movies. That's one thing I'm really passionate about. No lie, y'all. If y'all ever see me, go away from doing red pill shit, you'll probably see me in a movie section going over movie reviews and shit like that. That is something that I really like to get into because I can talk this movie shit all goddamn day. Michael Pena, yes, Michael Pena. He's a good actor. I like him. He's always funny. He's always funny, and he's very believable. Like, not many actors are very believable. But he is a very believable character. I believe Michael Pena. I like him. I believe he actually has a natural sense of humor. Oh shit. J Flo says Predator 2 is underrated. Facts. Hey, yo, it was. You know what? You know why it was underrated? I ain't lie. I like Predator 2. But you know why it was underrated? The reason why it was underrated is because Predator 1, dog. Yo, Predator 1 definitely overshadowed it. And that's why I don't really talk about Predator 2. Because Predator 1, dude, Predator 1 was a hard act to follow.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Man, hey, J Flo, I'm gonna have to add a Predator 2, one of the Predator 2 scenes to the show, man. Maybe that one where well, I forgot what he said, but remember Danny Glover had the alien, the Predator copied Danny Glover's voice, but I forgot what he said. Well, I might have to use that. Now, J Flo says, "Tell me LA don't look like that today." Oh my God, bruh, man, look. J Flo, you gonna fuck around and get me started. All y'all boys gonna get me started. Dude, yo, look, yo, but I think I can't even say that I knew this already, but Coach Greg Adams has mentioned that too. He says that a lot of movies, this is something that I already kind of knew, but Coach Greg Adams, he has an elegant way of saying things, but he kind of mentioned, like, it's like he captures the essence of what you really mean. He said that these movies are just essentially just telling you what is going to happen. Essentially, these movies are just getting you prepared for a future that they want. So yes, LA look exactly, literally like they had, like, when we seen the movie and we seen how that LA was, it was like, man, LA game was never going to be like that. Fucking 40 years later or 30 years later, LA literally looks like that. Like, people literally are like making like bungalows and like shanty houses and tin shacks in front of people's businesses in downtown. Definitely looks like that. Hands down facts. Oh, Sky Daddy 4444, another Coach Gang free agent lifestyle member comes through. He says, if Jesus can't save these three of foes, why are you trying? Shout out to Minister Jap and Sky Daddy for the $2 super chat. Says seek first. Seek first. Facts. Man, y'all boys is on fire, man. I'm really enjoying this this viewing tonight. So yeah, man, because we could talk this movie shit all day. Now, with that being said, I do want to show that video of this chick about how essentially I showed some of y'all boys already seen this video, but I'm about to show it again because we're gonna break this down. We're gonna break this down like a fraction, bro. Because these hoes do not want your love. They don't want your dates. They essentially just want your help. That's all they want.
Fellas, let me help y'all out. You're trying to get a girl. The worst thing you could ever do is ask the girl, can we go get a drink? Do we look thirsty? Okay, now that's cleared up. Then after the drink don't work, do you want to go get dinner? Do I look hungry? Okay, we are tired. And I'm speaking for myself. I don't know about nobody else. I'm tired of sitting across the table with these ugly ass niggas cutting up a steak, taking the tail off the lobster, stirring up mashed potatoes, drinking a Don Repo and Panda. I'm tired. Let's try something different. You want a girl? Support her business. Book an appointment. Book a consultation. Book a facial. Buy a wig. Let's do something different. Let's do some support the business. Once you support the business and you lock in with a woman on the business aspect, I'm telling you, you got it locked in. Then next, you work into her kids. You make her kids like you. Once you got them two things down pat, a girl gonna love you for real. A girl gonna love you. I'm tired of dinners. I'm tired of dressing up. I'm tired of these fancy ass restaurants, everyday 5-star dressing up in heels and all this shit. And I know I'm never probably gonna talk to you again. Because it's like, you ain't bring no flowers. You ain't bring no card. You ain't send me no black truck. You ain't, just did, you ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing. Time is money. Support that girl business if you really trying to, you know, get up in there. Y'all welcome.
Shut up, bitch.
These hoes out there married ass mine, man. These hoes out there motherfucking rabbit ass minds.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Bruh. See, Pimp Skywalker said it best. He says complaining about free food and asking for more. LOL. These bitches are fucking out of fucking line, bruh. Out of line. Out of fucking line. Monk Dan, he says,
shut up, bitch.
More contentious media says, cutting the fuck up. Yeah, these motherfuckers is crazy, Monk Dan. These hoes is crazy. More contentious says, well, they say they like I'm young in my Kendrick voice. Man, well, all right, here's the caveat though, Morphine. I will guess that all girls probably no older than you or no younger than you. What are you, like 31, 32? Like, she's not like I ain't gonna lie. Does she look good? Yes. But I could just tell from certain mannerisms and certain things that women do and how they talk that, you know, she's youthful, but she's not young. She's not a young chick. Like, she's not a JUCO. She's not a 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20, 21. She's not an underage 21-year-old. This chick is definitely probably 30. Yes. Does she have a young face? Does she look youthful? Is she good looking? Is she attractive? Yes. And she does. I mean, she could probably pull for 25, maybe. But the way she's talking, she talk like she look older. More Contagious says that's a young girl's mindset. What I'm saying, LOL. Oh, I'm kind of glad that you mentioned that, Morphine, because I will argue that most women's mentality and how they look at the world hasn't changed since they've been about 14 to 15 years old. Most women, it takes a seasoned woman to realize, you know, that she's, you know, that her mind state and her thinking has to change. You know, usually with women, when they get older, usually just their needs and wants to change. Usually not their mind state or how they look at the world. They still kind of want the same thing. More Contingent says, nah, she looked like 25-ish. I mean, yeah, she looked like she could be 25-ish, but yo, you know this chick got a filter. She got on makeup. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. For me to know to know how old she really is, I would have to be probably in person with her, because then is when I'm going to see whether she got some stretch marks on her titties. I'm going to be able to see that waistline. I'm going to be able to see if she had a kid or not. There's certain things I'm going to see. I'm going to be able to see whether she got gray hairs coming out, you know, from under that weave or the back of that neck. There's certain things that men do to find out a woman's age just by, you know, their contact. But I ain't gonna lie, I would maybe agree with you that she could be 25-ish, but just the way she kind of talk, but Morphine, the way she's talking like she's like a 30-plus-year-old. Because the fact that she said that she want to sit in front of no ugly ass nigga, that's obviously a chick who's been there and done that already. I don't know, y'all. Yo, Righteous Fear members, what do y'all think? Y'all think she's 25 or 30? I don't know. She definitely, I ain't gonna lie. Does she look like it? She look like she could be young. But the way she talk like a bitch who's been around. I mean, you know, she sound like she don't sound like an old, no young. She don't sound like a 25-year. But you know, what do I know? J Flo says for the Red Bull fun, why she have shadow on her upper lip? Oh shit. She got shadow on her upper lip.
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I
yeah, you know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Okay, let's see something. I think my boy J Flo is accentuating that she got a little bit of a stash. Is that what you just said? No, wait. My dog, my big homie J Flo. Are you insinuating that she has a mustache? Because I can kind of see something going on over there, bro. Oh my God, shish.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Well, you know what? I know Morphine's gonna try to say something to my boy, but yo, she is the one who opened up the fact that she said about how she don't want to be sitting in front of no ugly ass ninja. So she opened up the looks conversation. So guess what? Anything's fair game. So Morphine says, sir, most black people has a shadow on the upper lip, laughing out loud. That's a weird question. Nah, boo. No. We ain't going for that. Because yo, my last ex, she was actually a dark-skinned bitch. As a matter of fact, she's a chocolate chick who's on my Facebook page on my cover. She might even be on the cover of my YouTube page too. But the girl who's all hooked up with me, she ain't got no mustache. You know what I'm saying? If anything, she was very well shaved. You know what I'm saying? To the point that she used to wear weaves. But yo, she did not have a mustache. She was a dark-skinned chick. I disagree with that. I don't believe that all black women or all black people have a black line on their lip. I disagree with that, dog, or a shadow. I'm in disagreement with that, Morphine. I'm fighting that. J Flo says insert A after. he said insert A after shave after half. So basically say she needs that after shave. He says you can't unsee it. Hey, but here's the thing though. I have dated girls. Look, this. I dated some pretty girls who, like, for example, I dated this girl and she had long ass hair. And guess what? If you deal with half-breed chicks with long hair, you're gonna have to deal with some hairy ass bitches. Trust me, man. When you deal with a black woman who got long hair, she probably got some sideburns and she might have a little bit of a stash, man. She might have to wax that bitch. You know, let's just keep it a buck. If you see a line, it's probably because the bitch waxed her lip. Hey, peep this. Hey, sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad. You can either have a black girl who's bald or a black girl who has long hair, but she might be furry in other places. Morphe says, then she says, oh, that's what he's saying. Now, J Flo says, if I'm paying, I'm doing a full body scan. Right, for real. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, J Flo, when you paying, you can just tell them, bitch, get naked. Like, get naked, and they will get naked. Now, Morphe says, I don't know why that's what he was saying, LOL, but I heard a hairy woman got that wet. Hey, Morphine, here's the thing, man. I, like most men, can accept women for their imperfections. No woman is completely, look, unless she's Halle Berry, who is a genetic freak, you know, which is like, you know, there's only 10 tens, right? Shout out to Coach Rick Adams, because that's where I heard that from. There's only 10 tens. With that being said, every woman has something that's, quirky about them. That's natural. No one's gonna be 100% dime. You know what I'm saying? And hey, you could be a furry bitch and have some good boom boom. Shit, Morphine, I was telling him, hey, we almost kind of had a whole debate a few nights ago about dudes talk about they don't, they wouldn't take a girl they wouldn't smash a girl who got a hairy poom poom. And I call that cap. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, men prefer women who got shaved poom booms and stuff like that, and nice and neat. But a motherfucker would hit a chick with some nappy pussy. A nigga would hit a white woman with some long ass pussy hairs. Motherfucker don't give a fuck. Pussy's pussy. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to men's. J Flo says Latinos got it worse, so you're good. Sheesh. Oh, hell, trust me, I know this. Oh, trust me. Hey, I'm from LA. Trust me, I done dealt with plenty of Spanish chicks. Shit. You know what I'm saying? They be having like mustaches like their brother. Trust me, I know. He said once you start waxing, you can't stop. That is definitely true. Trust me, I learned that the hard way. When I was a little kid, I was like, oh, I want some more hair, man. Shit, now that shit can't stop growing now. J Flo fur is good in the winter. Ha ha, facts. Squirrel, get that nut. More contention says he need to check to see if the woman have imperfections. If it looks too good, it's not real. See, that could be argued as well. I kind of feel like one of the problems now too, Morphine, is that a lot of women, because a lot of women are like wearing the weaves and they like to use a lot of hair, a lot of makeup, they tend to make themselves look a little like Transformers, look like little Decepticons. But like I said, nobody's perfect. I just kind of feel like part of the problem is women are pushing the envelope and then men are not also being realistic. There's two sides to the coin. But yeah, if it doesn't look too good, it might not be real. Facts. I totally agree. That's why we ask our sisters not to wear weaves, because we want to see the real you. We want to like you for who you are, not for who you want to be. Monk Dan says, wait. I think I missed. Oh, he says, give me a hairy white pink sleeve with hella stank.
This is a sick Negro.
Yeah, you're a wild boy. So, yo, let's break down what she had to say. Oh, hold up. My bad. We're going to break this down fraction by fraction. Oh, my God. Wait, can't unmute your... What? The hell?
Cleared up. Fellas, let me help y'all out. You trying to get a girl, the worst thing you could ever do is ask the girl, can we go get a drink? Do we look thirsty?
Yes, bitch, you look thirsty. You showing your titties, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You up here dry begging on the internet, talk about nigga support your business, all that. Like, here's another thing, y'all. I'm not saying that friends shouldn't support your businesses, but yo, if your friend, if you're only dependent on your friends to support your business, you got a fucking fucked up ass business. You ain't doing something right. Okay? So, hey, word to the wise for anyone who tries to start a business. Don't start a business and expect your friends to support you. I'm not saying that it's not a good thing if your friends and families don't support you, but you really want genuine support. Okay? It's like, for example, my family members know that I got a podcast. Do they watch it? Not always. I think my brothers, they catch it when they can. Every now and then, like, they'll be like, oh, like sometimes my brother will come on. Like, he has come on the show before. Matter of fact, he used to be on the show with me a long time ago in the beginning. But my brother checks in. He'll come in on the chat. He'll even come in on the podcast sometimes. But my older brother, not so much. He'll catch a show, and sometimes we'll be talking on the phone. He might bring it up. But I don't lean on them or my homeboys to kind of support my channel. To be honest with you, some of my homeboys are not even really red pill, But hey, I don't do it and try to lean on them to watch it. I might have suggested it to them, but they're not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna be mad at them for not supporting me. I want new people to support me. I want strangers to support me. This is a business. You know, don't get me wrong, I know this is entertainment, but this is a business. You dig? So for her to go talk about, you know, what she looked like, yeah, you do look like a thirsty bitch because you're essentially dry begging on here on the fucking internet. You're basically complaining about what you're getting, which is essentially free shit because the man don't even have to, you know, the man don't even have to fuck you. He's still taking you out for dinner. And you know how I be, you know how I do. No dinner dates, y'all. No dinner dates, unless you're sleeping with a woman. More contentious media says, J Flow, you funny. J Flow says he laughing out loud at morphine. Then more contentious media says, our bad. We in the comments started instantly roasting. We apologize. Man, you ain't gotta apologize for shit. Y'all can do what the fuck y'all want. You know what I'm saying? Hey, as long as y'all respecting me, I don't give a fuck. Y'all can talk about anything y'all want in the comment. I'm actually enjoying myself, you know what I'm saying, on this Friday night. So go ahead. It's always done fugly talking this shiznick. Facts. And he says, and what she asking for isn't something you do at a hello. She want a boyfriend. They only getting to know each other. Well, here's a flip side to it too. Morphine. Can I be honest with you? If a girl wanted me to go, if a girl was to tell me some shit like this, other than, you know, the fact that she talk about ugly niggas and shit like that, if she was just to say that she don't want to go get taken out and she just wants favors, hey, I have to be honest with you, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. My only problem is the fact that what she's trying to put out to the world, that basically what she's trying to put out to the world is that we shouldn't ask them out to dates. We should basically essentially just start doing for them. We should start being a dude boy off the rip. My problem with this, to be honest with you, my main problem is she has not said yet what she was going to give the guy. She just says at the end, well, you know, if you want to get that, you know, like she's basically saying, like, if you basically want to have sleep, you know, you want relations with her, you got to basically like put into her, right? I have a problem with that because this same chick, you think she's going to just let one dude pour into her? No, she's letting several dudes pour into her, right? And then there's a dude who she's fucking who doesn't even have to do none of that shit. Not that that's any of my business, but it is my business now that she put the shit on the internet trying to fucking make a thing that niggas should be buying bitches wigs now instead of taking you on a date. Now she wants a $500 wig or whatever. I don't give a fuck if it's a $50 wig. Like, now they're asking you to make them look good for other men. That's fucking ridiculous. My only problem is that, look, I'm an LA nigga who live in Florida. I'm used to, you know what I'm saying, smashing the chick and paying for her hair. I'm used to smashing the chick and paying her bill. Maybe her car insurance or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she's short on her rent. Yo, I'm all for the pay to play. I don't give a fuck. I trick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no rich nigga. I ain't no baller nigga. But hey, guess what? When I have some money and I have a little time and I want to have some fun, I don't mind fucking contributing. You feel me? My only problem is I don't even mind the fact that she want boyfriend treatment or girlfriend treatment. I have a problem is that she's not giving him the boyfriend treatment. She ain't sucking him off. She ain't sucking his dick. She ain't gonna blow that nigga. She ain't gonna boss him up in the car. She ain't gonna boss him up. She ain't gonna boss him up in the beauty. She ain't gonna boss him up in the beauty supply parking lot. She ain't gonna do none of that shit. There's just if you do good enough, look, because she said you gotta get in good with her, buy a wig, support her business, you know, pay a bill, and then and then you still gotta get in good with her motherfucking kids. What?
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
That's what I got a problem with. I don't even mind the fact that she want to be straight up because look, when a bitch start talking like this, okay, what's up? Or you want to suck my dick? We gonna fuck? You know what I'm saying? But guess what? This same bitch right here, she gonna say men ain't men no more because they think just because they paying money they should fuck. That's the next thing they're gonna fucking say. And y'all boys know this. Y'all boys know this. You give them an inch, they take a mile. That's why dating is dead. But she's late to the party because the truth is, only sucker ass niggas are taking bitches out to eat. Yeah, not that taking bitches out to eat is a big deal anyway, but technically it is a fucking big deal because guess what? Have you taken these girls out to these expensive ass restaurants, especially a female, any fucking where? Yo, man, you fucking paying car note type of shit. You feel me? At these fucking restaurants, and that's still not good enough because guess what? The reality is they don't care about eating. They just want to come up. Shit crazy. Shit motherfucking crazy. J Flow says, hold up. J Flow says social media is fair game. Facts. Now, more contention says she wants a husband. She wants a husband, and she wants a husband. That means she wants a husbander. That means a husband that manages her business more than he manages his own. Hey, I like that. A husbander. Oh my god, that makes sense. Because just think about it. You know how many females that I've seen females on my Facebook page get into arguments with dudes, or get an argument like hashing out the fact that basically she had a business, and basically like, her and maybe the dude broke up, and when the dude broke up, maybe he like canceled the lease, broke the lease, or maybe he like one dude. I think he like this girl had a clothing store, and he like fronted all the clothes in the store, right? But I guess they broke up. You know what this ninja did? He cleared out all the clothes, and she was on social media crying, complaining, talking about he took her shit. And I went in the comment section, and I think that bitch unfollowed me or deleted me or blocked me. But I was like, why don't you just call the law? But guess what? You know why she ain't gonna call the law? Because legally that was all his shit. Yeah, husband your ass ninja. For real. J Flow says collection plate lifestyle. You already know, boy. Shout out to the JUCO and a free agent lifestyle. More Contagious Media says now there are men that are out there that would do that, but the issue is she's going to shut up. Is she going to shut up and listen? Fuck no. Morphine, you're a woman. You know damn well she ain't gonna shut up and listen. She's not gonna. Dude, look, she ain't gonna shut up and listen. And that's another thing too. And the worst part about it is she's gonna not shut up and still talk more shit. Because it's gonna keep it. Look, the envelope is gonna keep on going further and further and further. Because guess what? If you start out, look, unfortunately, how you start is how you finish. If she's already asking for wig money from dudes that she hasn't even slept with, she's gonna be wanting you to pay her mortgage and her rent and all types of shit off fucking already off the rip. Hell no. Nah. Like, and man, he might as well go to a fucking list crawler and go fuck the same type of bitch that looks like her. Monk Dan says all men pay. Business before back shots. Business before back shots. Business before back shots.
Some of y'all say he go too hard. It ain't that bad. Oh, yes, it is. Now you see.
You have cooned so bad that they damn near need to put your face in the dictionary next to the word coon. I'm going to hospitalize you coons because I care about you. The Dr. Papa Mental Health Hospital for coons.
Mm-hmm. More Contentious Media says, yeah, I hate slow tricking women that effed up the game. Well, hello. Hey, I'm glad a woman said it, so I don't have to. Supreme B says, never spend over $40 a date. Oh shit, classic Tom Likas. I have to be honest with you, y'all. I don't take women out on dates. I will go and buy drinks. I'll go buy some drinks, and then after those drinks, we can see what happens after that. I have to be honest with you. I'm not. All right. I'm not. Let me rephrase that. I don't take women out on expensive dates until after I'm intimate with them. Once I'm intimate with you, we could damn near do anything that I could afford. If I got it, I got it. If I don't, then fuck it. We're going to Chili's. If I got it, we could go to Ruth Chris. But if not, we could go to Chili's. If Chili's or a little piece of pizza ain't good enough, fuck, I guess we ain't chilling that night. But you know, like I said, it's within reason, Supreme B, because here's the thing. I have to be honest with you, because of my busy schedule, I can't really even date like I conventionally want. Well, I mean, not that I want to anyway, but I can't even date conventionally anyway. So to be honest, I usually do favors anyway, because guess what? All men pay, business before back shots. Hey, I'd rather just, give you some bread and you go do what the fuck you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And me and you can still keep it going on, girl. You feel me? Like, hey. You know, at the end of the day, man, like Coach Greg Adams says, you gotta let these wild horses run free. And no lie, I love that phrase, let the wild horses run free, because horses do deserve to be free. They need space. They need to come and go as they please. Now, more contention says they ask for shit they can't or won't comment to only because they lazy and don't want to grind and get money she want from another man that she can't get from herself, aka slow tricking by morphine. I totally agree with you, but guess what? That's kind of a negative thing about black women from the hood. They used to slow tricking and slow pimping a dude for like $50, $100 here, $100 there. When in reality, they could have just not no money, right? Just got the dude to like them, and when they got the dude to like them, then they can start making deals. At that point, okay, you know, I'll fuck you, but guess what? I need a dude who's gonna take care of my bills. At that point, she could start making a negotiation right there. But guess what? Unfortunately, all right, the best prostitute or the best hoe is a hoe who doesn't have to fuck for the money. Doesn't mean that she's not a hoe. Doesn't mean that she doesn't fuck for the money. But the best hoes get money without fucking. So, you know, that's what she's trying to do. Unfortunately, she has ran many a man away because of her whole mentality. And because she don't really like them. Because when a woman doesn't really like them, I'm not going to say she doesn't care about money at all, but when a woman doesn't really like them, money is something that she thinks about secondary. Not that she doesn't think about it at all. It's just secondary. Morphe says we got to do a show on this topic, about this topic, Mr. West. I'm down. I'm definitely down to talk about this. You might have to kind of remind me, but I'm down. I'm down to set that up. I'm definitely down to set it up, especially now I got weekends off. We could definitely make that happen. No lie, I would love to have a topic like this to do in person, but you know that will happen in the near future. Now, more contentious media says Ruth Chris is within me paying me, not the waitress or the restaurant. Again, I hate slow tricking. Right. J Flo says I take her camping, barbecue, and a good fire. What more do you want? Hey, that's dope, man. That's dope. But see, here's the thing. I ain't gonna lie. I hate to say this, J Flo. I would hate to put that energy and that effort into anyone who I wasn't intimate with, at least. Like, for me to even do all that, even though, you know, you say that, you know, that probably wouldn't cost as much as Ruth Chris or anything like that. That's a lot of effort, too. I kind of feel like if I did all that for a female for our first date and she didn't call me after, I would be, you know what? No lie, I hate to say this. Not many things that hurt me, but that would kind of hurt a nigga, bro. That would kind of hurt me if a nigga feels, because you actually, because beat this. Not only do you have to spend a little bit of money and take your time out to go do that, but you have to take a lot of effort. I ain't gonna lie. I personally wouldn't put my heart into that, personally. J4, you laughing at me? No, for real, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, even though I might act like a tough guy, but bruh, you know what I'm saying? Nigga a little too delicate, dog. You know what I'm saying? I would rather a bitch just to tell me, you know what I'm saying, she ain't interested in me or she think I'm ugly or something like that. I'd rather her tell me that than for me to go put in some effort like that and a bitch don't even give me no pussy, don't even fucking call me back. I'd be so hurt, bro. I'd be so distraught, dude. I wouldn't cry, but I feel like a nigga, like, cause dude, that would make you wanna, dude, that would make you wanna fucking crash the fuck out, G. Murphy says facts. The best hosts get money with the conversation versus the sex. Oh, facts. Hey, see, I'm kind of glad you bring this up because I showed this video the other night to the boys, right? I showed this video the other night to the boys. And you know what they said? The boys said, or I was saying to the boys, I said, yo, do you notice that she's actually talking like a female pimp? She's actually talking like a female pimp herself. Like, if you listen to her, like, she's trying to put niggas on game. Who be trying to put people on game? Fake ass, pimp ass ninjas, bruh. J Flo says, chops on wood, girl. See, look, let's hear how she talking. After she go do her diatribe about ugly ass niggas. Peep this out. Check it.
Okay, now that's cleared up. Then, after the drink don't work, do you want to go get dinner? Do I look hungry? Okay. We are tired. And I'm speaking for myself. I don't know about nobody else. I'm tired of sitting across the table with these ugly ass niggas.
So here's my question. She showed herself. She, that was she was just thirst trapping. That was a thirst trap when she showed her body. She was just trying. She feeling herself. She knows she looking good. She know niggas like how she look. She was just trying to show off herself. She said, "Do I look hungry?" I don't know if she's saying that because maybe she's dressed really nice, or because she look like she's in good shape, or she look like she's healthy. But ma'am, I can't tell if you're hungry just by looking at you. So, like, just because you don't look hungry, so that means that you haven't ate for a week? That means you haven't drank water? Like, what do you mean, do I look thirsty or do I look hungry? Like, bitch, what the fuck are you fucking talking about? And then here she go talk about ugly ass ninjas. And I ain't gonna lie, she a cutie. But let's be real. If she was to take off that wig, because I know it looks like, look, no lie. I know it looks real, y'all. I know it looks real. Matter of fact, I think Coach Rick Adams, I think he thought that her hair was real. And no lie, I thought it was real too, because I think I said on my last episode that it's real. But I'm looking at it, bro, that's just a good ass cap. That's a good ass wig, bro. Look, the mere fact that she mentioned buying a wig, I know this bitch got a motherfucking wig on, bro. I know she got a fucking wig. Once she mentioned the fucking wig shit, you know she a fucking hair hat hooligan, bro. Come on now. And Supreme said, for real, like, let's just keep it. Let's just keep it a buck, bro. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's not lie here. But look, this is what she said about these ugly things that she don't want to be around. What she really want. Supreme B says, "Sorry, she ain't no cutie. She okay, but no cutie in my opinion." All right, can we agree that she presents well? And let's just be real. If she was saying about, look, if she got on here, she was say, "Black man, I love you. Like, I'll pay for the date." Niggas gonna take that bait. But the fact that her character is ugly, that definitely makes her not a cutie. So Supreme B, salute you on that. I definitely agree. But yeah, but a woman could be attractive, but when she starts talking this shit, you definitely start seeing how ugly she is inside and out. Facts on that.
Cutting up a steak, taking the tail off the lobster, stirring up mashed potatoes. It's actually girl. Let's do. Book an appointment. Potatoes, drinking a Don Repo and Panda. I'm tired.
You know what? She just got really nice teeth. Hey, nice teeth goes a long way. She got really nice teeth. Maybe that's what she got from her sugar daddy, but she got really nice teeth. And guess what? Really nice teeth could boost up a woman a notch. Hey, nice teeth could boost men up a notch too. Hey, that's why fellas get your teeth done. As a matter of fact, shit, I might have to schedule another dentist appointment in about a week or two. Shit, I'm about to try to get the works done. I need to get a tooth pulled. I'm about to do some other dental work. Yeah, I need to get some other shit done on my teeth. But I try to keep up with my teeth as best as possible. Supreme B says she definitely got her daddy's face. Oh!
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
J-Flo says teeth points. Right. Like, she got some really nice teeth. And J-Flo says facts. Then More Contentious Media says, I like that you give a lot of good nuances to these comments. Shout out to you. Hey, man, you know what? Hey, trust me. I'm not just what you call me before. You call me a red pill extremist. I'm not just a red pill extremist. I'm just really just honest. Like, maybe a lot of things I'm honest that people might not agree with, but hey, I try to be fair and neutral and try to be honest. Like, because Coach Greg Adams, he's been, really speaking the real to us, man. And one thing that I definitely been agreeing with him on is that men should stop lying to themselves. A lot of these dudes in these groups, in these Facebook groups, and these Kevin Samuels groups, they want to go ahead and, they want to go and clown a bitch, but they clown a bitch because they don't really like what she's saying. But you know, but they say that she's not all that and stuff like that. It's like, come on now. Like, I'm not saying that, oh, we should be, yeah, I'm not saying just because a bitch is a good looking chick that we shouldn't give her the business, but I just kind of believe that men are not really being realistic about, you know, the type of woman that they get or what type of woman that we're talking about. Because guess what? You could not like somebody, you could actually despise somebody, but still admit that they're a good looking motherfucker. Now, so I appreciate you for noticing that. More contentious media says she got nice teeth, nice lips, boobs are sitting up. Like, to me, she looking good looking chick. If I seen her and she was giving me a vibe, I'll holler at her. But once you start talking this nigga shit here, man, hey, look, read this. No lie, if she was just to shut the fuck up, she could definitely pull some dudes. But as soon as you see that tattoo on her arm, no, that tattoo on her hand, and you should start talking this nigga shit here.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
You start talking that nigga shit, a nigga out of there, bro. J Flo says, word, red flags. But no lie, she's a good looking chick, man. She's a good looking chick. No lie. But like Supreme B might have even kind of said, like, she's not really all that. Like, if you was to kind of take away the shiny lips, take away that nice, beautiful, because look, her weave is laid down by the gods. Like, it's like all this, the girls say laid by the gods or whatever. That's laid down and it's done. Like, she definitely whipped it good. But if you take off that shit, she gonna be looking all funny. Like, what's that chick's name? That one chick who she look kind of cute, but she's not really cute, and people be clowning her. Just hilarious. Yeah, she looks like she could be Just Hilarious's cousin or some shit. Supreme B says, Cali West, you could do better than the old girl. You know what? Hey, I'm not gonna down her. Like, look, here's the thing. I could honestly say, Supreme B, most women's problem, like her, is not their looks, it's their personality. Look, what messed up the game too, ladies and gentlemen, is not even so much how they look, it's how they act. Here's the thing. If women weren't to be acting all like, look, once women start tripping and start acting funny when they start singing No Scrubs back in 1996, right? If women didn't pull that shit and women just kept on acting like how they used to act back in the day, before 96, before 2002 and all that, yo, the black community would probably look much better as far as relationships is concerned. But the truth is, these women all believe they should be with a ball player. They all believe they should have a dude who's buying them all types of shit. They believe every dude should have $100,000. They believe every dude should be $100,000 and Tupac with a degree. You know, they mess it up for themselves, because let's just be real. There's a lot of men who accept women for their imperfections. Because look, I have to be honest with you, like, you know, if a woman has a really great body, I might not care about her face. You know, and if a woman has a really, really pretty face, I might not care about her body. You know, I mean, I can honestly and I can honestly say this, Morphine. I'm not $100,000 nigga. If I was $100,000 nigga or more, maybe I'll probably have different tastes. Maybe I'll probably up the bar, like Supreme B says, like I could do better than an old girl. And I can honestly say that I've had better looking women than her. I wouldn't say that she's any better than any chick that I've ever been with, Supreme B. But for me to say that she presents well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she still presents well, you know. But like, yeah, if we were to dismantle her, yeah, she probably would be looking like rugged. But guess what? Supreme B, the truth is, most women are not that good looking. You know, look, most women are 5s, and 5s are passing. 5 is not a fail. 5 is I can still look at you. You know, you can be a 5 but be an adjustable 7. You know, or you know, it happens. Marcus says, facts, Cali, looks don't equal respect. No, not necessarily. You know, and here's another too. There's a lot of men there's a lot of men in Hollywood who their wives don't look all that good, but guess what? Their wives ain't divorcing them, and their wives ain't, you know, their wives are put into pouring into their man. Like, for example, the dude who played Ghost on Power. That dude, if you see his white woman, y'all be clowning him. But guess what? That was a chick who was with him when he was in shit. And why switch it up now? I mean, yeah, he could go drop her, but guess what? The woman probably hold him down and, probably really care about her kids and stuff like that. And she's probably really, really good woman, Now, more contention says, so if she looked like what Supreme B thinks she is, so if she looked like what Supreme B think is a 10 and it was still, and it was still delusional and disrespectful, what do that mean to him? I mean, well, I don't think he's really, I don't think he's taking away. I don't think Supreme B is taking away for the message or anything like that. I mean, I think I think if she was Halle Berry, we would still be looking at her as crazy. You feel me? But at the same time, he's just making an assessment. The bitch said, she don't want to be sitting in front of the table eating steak, eating filet mignon with these ugly ass niggas. So at this point, my boy Supreme B, he's just calling out the fact that this bitch ain't really all that to him. Said that be simple. Can you take her to Key West on the weekend? Bruh, oh boy. Don't put me in that predicament, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to be looking at me crazy. Look, am I gonna take her to Key West to fucking floss her in front of other white people? No. But that's a whole different crap of crowd. But yo, hey, beat this. You take her to the hood in Miami, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers might give you a little props because I definitely think that she at least has a good ass body. Look, at least some titties is real. At the end of the day, at least his titties is looking real. I mean, I don't know. J Flo says, I think she would attack the Pineapple Man in Dominican. Oh, hell yeah. She's definitely a ratchet. That's what I'm saying. I probably wouldn't even take her to Key West. I don't know, man. I mean, I know my reputation is already reprehensible, but I wouldn't take her to Key West. Take her to Atlanta. Take her to Atlanta for a threesome, for a little freak party. Hey, hell motherfucking yeah. And take pictures with that bitch. But no, am I going to take her to Key West? Am I going to go fly her to Paris? No. But guess what? I had to be honest with you. If her personality was different and she was the type of chick who was willing to co-sign and not be on that goofy shit, man, look, I don't know, man. Anything's possible. I wouldn't say that. That's what I would want to do ideally. But like I said, would I take her to Vegas? You know what? I should show you the picture of the girl that I took to Vegas, but that was a long time ago. I only took one woman to Vegas. And you know what? And I don't know, if I can find a picture, I will definitely show y'all. But I definitely went to Vegas with one of my ex-girlfriends when I was in college. And I took her to Vegas, and I don't know. Did she look better than her? I think y'all would agree that she looks better than her, just on the sheer fact that she's a ling-ling. She was a ling-ling with a fat ass. Y'all ninjas love, what I'm saying? Y'all love some interracials with a fat ass. J Flo said, he said Atlantic City for sure. Well, Atlantic City is definitely it's like the black version of Vegas. It's like, right. He said Atlantic City for sure. Supreme B said she's a weekend in Rockford. Oh shit, Rockford, Illinois. Damn, bro. Where would you take her in Rockford, Illinois, bro? Damn, Rockford, Illinois. Let me ask you a question though. Would you take her to the Hard Rock in Illinois, or would you take her to Harris or something like that in Rockford, Illinois? He said Rockford, Illinois, bruh. Oh my God, dog. Sheesh.
But shh, don't tell nobody.
Damn, he said he's gonna take, dude. Rockford, Illinois is like 2 hours away from Chicago, bruh. God damn it. This nigga was like, I'm not even gonna take you anywhere that anyone could actually see your ass, bruh.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
All right, it's safe to say that Supreme B is not feeling this bitch. Hold on. Let me read this comments. Then we're gonna finish the rest of this video. Then I'm gonna show y'all some clips, and we're having some fun tonight. We've been on here for a fucking an hour and a half. God damn it. More contentious media says, I'm ghetto. Take me to Key West, and I'm going to take the hood part so I can get the good food. Okay. Hey, Morphine, if you down to come down, we can make a trip to Key West. I'm down for it. I'm down for the shits. You know what I'm saying? Just know though, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When I get some snow bunnies or whatever, you know, hey, you either be down or look the other way. I'm gonna just let you know that up front. Now J Flo says, blow on these dice, girl. Facts, for real. Like, you know, like look. See, I think we're all split. We can't say that she's a good looking chick, you know what I'm saying? But some of us could agree to disagree. Sabrine B is bougie, cold hearted. He taking her to Chili's. Facts. He said he was gonna take this woman to Rockford, Illinois. But there's not much in Rockford, Illinois, bro. Damn, bro. He said he gonna take her to Rockford, Illinois. Y'all, dude, I don't even think are there even any good hotels in Rockford, Illinois, bro? Oh my God. He said a bitch can't get her. He said she can't get shit. Essentially. J Flo says Southside Chicago. Oh, right. Hey, but damn. But Supreme B said he don't even want to take her to Chicago. He said he's gonna take her 2 hours away in Rockford, bruh. Rockford, ninja. Oh my God. Sheesh. This nigga said he'll take her to Rockford, Illinois, bro. He said he gonna take her where nobody gonna see him with her ass, dog. He's just Hammond, Indiana type of vacation with old girl. Hey, let me ask a question. Will you take a flight with her or is that road trip? Damn. Yeah, more contingent says, see, I said Supreme B bougie. Yeah. I actually believe, yeah, he definitely bougie. He definitely bougie. Cause I mean, damn, she ain't that bad. I mean, even if we couldn't even take your side on it. God damn. He said she don't even look good enough to take around the homies, bro.
Done with. Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
Oh, that's not what I meant to put. I meant to put damn. Oh, I guess I don't have it. I need to add that. I need to add Bernie Mac with the nasty bitch. He's going to isolate that woman. Well, yeah, he want to do his nasty by his lonely. You feel me? You know, like I said, like I'm not so critical woman. You feel me? Because dime pieces are not for the faint-hearted. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't have the time, the patience, or the money for a dime piece, bro. I have to be honest with you, bro. It's just me. It's not always what it's meant to be. Supreme B says, at more. Yeah. But yeah, let's hear out what the rest of this shit got to say, because I want to play the part where she start talking this little rhythm talk like a little pimp.
I'm tired. Let's try something different. You want a girl? Support her business. Book an appointment. Book a consultation. Book a facial. Buy a wig. Let's do something different. Let's do some support the business. Once you support.
Hey, she definitely made sure her titties are definitely in the frame, though, right? Look, you know that she made sure that her titties is definitely in the frame. Look, her titties is all in the frame.
Let's do something different. Let's do some support the business.
Let me move my banner real quick. Look, she made sure her boobs was perfectly in the frame.
Business. Once you support the business and you lock in with a woman on the business aspect, I'm telling you, you got it locked in. Then next, you work into her kids. You make.
Okay. This part here is when she started talking like a little pimp. Look, she's trying to get. She's trying. See, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not saying that I don't use hand gestures too, but you gotta watch out for people who use too many hand gestures. They're trying to like use, hypnotherapy on your ass. They're trying to use that fucking hypnotics on your ass. Look, why don't you start talking like a pimp?
On that business aspect, I'm telling you, you got it locked in. Then next, you work into her kids. You make her kids like you. Once you got them two things down pat, a girl gonna love you for real. A girl gonna love you. I'm tired of dinners. I'm tired.
A girl gonna love you. Why is she gonna love you? Why? Because you being a sucker. Because you're trying to kiss up just for that poom that you ain't even fucking touched yet. What if her pussy stink, bro? That's the worst part about it. Have you ever fucking waited for some pussy only to get the pussy and you found out the pussy stink, bro? That shit is a fucking killer, bro. So waited on a pussy and the pussy stink. More contention says, not buy a wig. She does. That's how I knew this bitch was a hairhead hooligan. Shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. The bitch brought up a fucking wig. Like, that's what she really wanted. The truth is, the bitch knows she can only rock that wig for another week. And the bitch want a wig. J Flo says, Biznack aspect. Right. Business aspect. Oh, business aspect. Right. More contentious media says, hear me out though. She says, I do have an issue with a man wanting my hair a certain way and he's not paying for it. Like, if I want your haircut to look a certain way, I'm gonna pay for it. Okay. I'm kind of glad that you talk about this, Morphine, because this is something that, we're gonna be on here for like 2-3 hours. You know that? Because what I say to my guys on this channel is women wear their hair for the type of man that they're trying to attract. I truly believe if you really want a dude who's like a Rastafari, you will probably wear an afro, wear dreads. I kind of feel like if you're with a white man, you're gonna probably wear your hair either natural or you're gonna wear like a wig or weave if he's like into it. But your hair is gonna be kind of tailored towards the kind of dude who likes you. So I truly believe, Morphine, if most of these men that these women really liked and they got with and they was to say, you know what, I want you to have this weave, they might take it off. If he was to say, you know what, I like your shit like this, they probably will still do it like this. They will probably still not change their hair. I believe the only time a woman makes an issue about her hair is when she's really just trying to look good for other men. She's still, it's like, she claims that she's yours, but she's still got the for sale sign on the front lawn. And paying for a hairdo. This might sound kind of crazy, but that's not much of a big deal. Now, if you got a $500 weave, you better be sucking some good. If you got a $500 weave, you better not need it every week. Just know that. But yeah, I truly believe women want their hair to look a certain way for the certain type of dude that they want. J Flo says, he said, fuck them kids. Facts. J Flo says, at more, I'd rock a Gumby. Hey, you'll rock a Gumby if a woman was gonna pay for your haircut, or you just rock a Gumby because that's what you want to wear just for the fuck of it. Damn, a Gumby, bro. You took it way back. More contentious media says, nah, Mr. West, if a woman wanting to play with this doll, I'm not buying the toys. Oh, okay. I mean, look, I'm not totally against that. I'm not, because I've had situations where me and the girl's relationship was just solely based off the fact that I was getting her hair done. And when I stopped getting the bitch's hair done, the bitch broke up with me. So, I mean, it's not nothing that I haven't done as low vibrational and ghetto as that might seem. I paid for bitch's hair plenty of times. That's not something that I haven't not done before. Now, J Flo says if she wants Bobby Brown, then your wish is granted. Yeah, but just think, let's just be real, y'all. If your girl probably didn't care about you getting your haircut, you wouldn't get a haircut. If your girl was like, man, you know what? Save your money, not get a haircut. let me dread your shit up. You probably wouldn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe women are in the same fashion. You know, men are a little bit different, but but still the same. But still the same. Still the same. I mean, I might entertain it. I mean, if a girl wants me to have a jerry curl or she wants me to grow my hair out and I don't want to grow my hair out, we might have to agree to disagree because as men, we're more affected by how our hair looks with society versus with women. Even though women will complain that they had to have white people's hair to get jobs, which they chose, as if they can't work any other job with dreadlocks or with natural hair. But yeah, let's hear. But you see how she was talking like a pimp, talking about, oh, you be getting good with the kids, then she'll love you. She'll love you. Man, we all know love is a fantasy. Love is a fantasy, man. Even for couples who do stay together forever, they have either agreement or they have an infatuation together. J Flo says Jerry curl and Raider hat fetish. Facts. Hey, she wanted ninjas to come out like,
shut up, bitch.
For real.
Tired of dressing up. I'm tired of these fancy ass restaurants, everyday 5-star dressing up in heels and all this shit. And I know I'm never probably gonna talk to you again because it's like you ain't bring no flowers, you ain't bring no card, you ain't send me no black truck, you ain't just did you ain't did a nothing. You ain't did nothing.
Remember I said the other night with y'all? C-Trim. Shout out to Donovan Sharp. Cloak the hood rat in me. Because she knows she was sounding ghetto as fuck when she was like, nothing. Then she's trying to shit up, nothing. So you sound like a good ghetto ass gutter rat. Let's just be real. You sound like a hyena. Sound like a hyena. You're a hyena.
You ain't brought no card. You ain't send me no black truck. You ain't just did you ain't did a nothing. You ain't did nothing.
You ain't did a nothing. You ain't did a nothing. She can't even speak proper English, bro.
Time is money. Support that girl business if you really trying to, get up in there. Y'all welcome.
If you're trying to get up in there. Hey, y'all, we know here, all members of the Free Agent Lifestyle, all members of the Righteous Fear, we all know we make fun of motherfuckers who try. We do it. Yo, that is a plan. She setting you up for fucking failure. On that note,
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
See how she said that she ain't gonna talk to you and she ain't gonna call you after that because you ain't borrowed no flowers, you ain't borrowed no, you ain't sent her no Uber truck, you ain't did nothing. So basically, that means that she's not even in her own car. Because why would she bring up getting an Uber ride? Why would you need an Uber ride if you got your own car? So that means you're a broke bitch. You're a broke bitch. You're a Rockin' Illinois bitch. You're a motherfucking Checkers, Big Buford bitch. See, Supreme B might have a point, bro. Hey, see that see-through, that cloak and that hood rat in you. Like, if you look at her right there, she don't really look as hot, does she? Does she? More contentious says, right, I'm going to let him pay and be his genie. I'm only grant paid requests. Other than that, I'm going to go to work and get this money. She tricking wrong, but I can teach her for a fee. Man, this bitch ain't going to pay for shit. The bitch don't, look, how she going to pay you a fee? The bitch don't even have a fucking car. The bitch don't even have a fucking car. Like, all right, can I tell y'all something that is kind of embarrassing? It's kind of embarrassing, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyway, because you know what? I actually don't. You know what? I actually give no fuck. It's kind of embarrassing, but long story short is, I was dating this chick, and word got back that she said that I was cheap, right? And I wouldn't say I'm cheap, I'm not cheap, but I'm more like here's the thing. I'm not cheap, but if I kind of feel like I'm overpaying for something, I'm gonna pay for it. But I'm probably gonna still say something. I'm gonna still like, damn, like that shit kind of expensive. You know what I'm saying? I'll pay for it, but I'm still gonna be like, God damn, really for that? Like, you know. And just because I said that to this bitch, she went back and told not only did my coworkers hear about this, my brother's homeboy heard about this shit. My boys was coming back to work to me telling me like, yo, man, I heard you was supposed to like, damn man, fuck this bitch, but this bitch said that you was cheap, right? She done went and told the whole world I was cheap. You know what was ironic? What was ironic was this bitch. She was a good looking chick. Light skin. She was kind of on the thick side, but not fat. She wasn't fat on a fat thick. She was like, you know, like good thick. Light skin, you know. Good looking chick, right? And I remember she took me back to her crib and she was like I guess she was renting a room for someone, right? And she had no TV. Mind you, the bitch already didn't have no car, but the bitch had no TV. And I remember saying to myself, man, as soon as she give me a piece of that pussy, like y'all can call me a trick all y'all want, but I was saying to myself in my head, like I was like, this bitch ain't got no TV. I can't even fucking come over no bitch's house and ain't got no goddamn TV. At least the TV so we can watch some damn YouTube on or something. So I was like, as soon as I said to myself, as soon as you give me some pussy, I'm gonna pull up on her house and I'm gonna give her ass a TV. I'm gonna go buy a TV and give it to her. But when she fucking dissed me, she kind of did me like, even though she kind of like took a shot at my, she took a shot at my character. She basically fucked off her blessing because, like I said, I'm not a baller, I'm not a rich nigga, whatever like that. But I don't mind contributing. I do believe in paying it forward. I do believe in hooking up a chick. I do believe in giving her a little bit of incentive. I'm not saying that I have to. Yeah, I gotta go get a bitch off a game, but how's she gonna look? Sometimes you gotta make it a bit beneficial for the chick. Yeah, you know what? Not even sometimes. It is what it is, man. We're in a monetized dating market, and truth be told, it's been monetized. It is on steroids now after this corona. J Flo says, "I will tap out at the appetizer." Right, dude. Here's the thing, like. Women don't make it easier. And what's crazy is that your parents didn't go out on a date. Your parents' didn't go out on a date. And their parents' never went on a date. The only time they went out to a restaurant was on a special occasion. But now you can't even take a girl out to... At first, I swear 3 years ago, you couldn't... Like, Cheesecake Factory was too cheap. Now, even if you take a girl out to Ruth Chris, that's too cheap too. She'd rather you pay a bill or pay for a wig. More contentious media says she's a solicitor. She ready to work. She don't need that money. I can show her where he's at, but she's tricking wrong. Hey man, you know what, Morphine? You should try teach these hoes. You could be like Shira 7 or whatever. Teach these hoes. But I have to be honest with you, what I realize is these hoes are unteachable. This bitch is 25 plus. She gone already. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe there's really teaching a bitch. I don't really believe that it's teaching a old bitch. I truly believe that, if she was willing to be taught, she wouldn't be talking all crazy. Shit, hey, I believe that if she was teachable, the bitch would at least have a fucking car. So you tell me she's been around people, she's in a car, she's around people with cars, but she don't have a fucking car? Yo, what kind of fucking bullshit is that, bruh? I mean, I kind of feel like a car for an adult is like the most basic shit. Like a car for an adult is equivalent to a fucking kid with a bike. Like, you're supposed to fucking have that shit already, bro. Like, you out here talking, you ain't got a car, you asking for Uber rides, Uber X's, and your ass talk about wigs.
This is a sick Negro.
Yeah, man, this bitch all that thing, bro. She said, y'all dudes got to understand slow tricking and then understand pimping. Hoes don't come to a pimp for money, but to get money. Morphine. We don't solicit to this pimp bullshit over here. Look, a pimp it is equivalent to a simp. The only difference between a pimp and a simp is the fact that the difference in the beginning of the letter. You know what I'm saying? Look, we ain't trying to teach nobody no pimp ism bullshit over here. I'm trying to understand the slow tricking. Look, we don't look, yo, Morphine, we don't slow trick over here. We fast trick. Hey, we don't slow trick over here. We fast trick. Hey, how much it cost? How much it cost? We don't slow trick over here. Yo, if anything, we fast trick. We don't slow trick over here, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Look, we want something right now. Look, we want it hot and ready like a Little Caesar pizza. Like it, yo, how do we make the impossible possible? That's what we about over here. You feel me? Shit.
You ain't lying.
Man, yo, I want it hot and ready like a Little Caesar's pizza.
You want to put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Mm-hmm. Shit, I don't give a fuck. I admit it. I'll pay for it. Call me a trick. Guess what? You're only a trick if you don't get what you fucking pay for, motherfucker.
All up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So you laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jam and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of.
Damn, I done lost my J, but it's all good. J Flow says there's a better version coming out every year. Live accordingly. Facts. Like, you know, like I just kind of feel like you know, why beat behind the bush? I just kind of feel like life is short or life is long. Life is too long. There's too much. There's too much busy shit going on in life for a motherfucker to be kind of like slow pimp or anything. Like, bitch, if you trying to get it popping, we trying to get it popping. If not, not get the fuck out of my face. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why we do in the righteous sphere. We don't be, we be honest to people about what we want here. Matter of fact, talk about being honest. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit, man. You know how YouTube, they tripping on your boy. So, you know what I'm saying? They changed up the algorithm. We need your help. So, hook a brother up. Contentious says, that part Cali. Then more Contentious then says, I heard that. Then J Flow says, stack the chips right here. Let's do it. Yep. Get your chicken bag up. Monk Dan says, Jam City. J Flow says, Jam and Ram City. Facts. Like Jam City. LOL. Hey, can I run that back one more time? Let me run that back one more time, though. Yeah, I'll say.
All up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So you laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jam and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of.
Oh, Monk Dan. Hey, that's a good idea. Thanks for that. Monk Dan said you might have to put that on a t-shirt. Oh shit. Jam and Ram, and on the back, Jam City. Ah shit. Slow and easy. LOL. Rearrange them guts, bro. And that chick, she was about 60 something too. You can tell she was a hottie back in the day.
All up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So you laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jam and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of.
And you know what's so funny too, J Flo? You say cutie. You know what's so funny too? You know, that little cute old lady. You know what's so funny too? Because she talking about herself. talking about she said. I love when women would tell stories about other people, but it really be about themselves. Hey, with all that energy, she was talking about herself, bro. J Flo said, rearrange them guts. Yeah, for real. For real, for real. So, so we got a message from this woman, right? Because, you know, sometimes, hey, every now and then, sometimes these women do be trying to put men on game. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the women, they try their best, you know? So listen to what this lady got to say.
Again, say them three things.
It's three things you don't tell another nigga. About your bitch, how much money you got, and your next move. Never tell another nigga.
Yo, tell me that ain't all facts, though. And I gotta give it up to CGA, because CGA done said that. He done said that plenty of times about how, you know, because remember, I remember even chatting him that, like, you know what I'm saying, niggas be asking me, oh, one about to do this year, one about, you know, I tell them, like, you know, sometimes I'm like, yo, man, you know, I got a little plan, I got a little going on, and they want to hear your plans. And, you know, it's not that you don't like them or you ain't cool with them, but it's just like, I just kind of learned that sometimes it's kind of best to kind of keep your plans to yourself until you start seeing them materialize. You know, and I don't know if that's just me being superstitious, but I do kind of believe that sometimes when you kind of put certain things out there before you really pop off or before you even plant that seed, that some people might even, you know, hate against that. Not even necessarily the person I'm telling, but even that person who might tell somebody else or might, you know, yeah, I just kind of believe that the world works like that a little bit. So I try to keep shit to myself. But sometimes you do got to keep shit to yourself because motherfuckers will hate on you. But, you know, that's something that we definitely, you know, that's just something that we definitely participate and definitely do here in the righteous sphere, you know, free agent lifestyle members and all, you know, we definitely kind of believe in that. Like, you know, sometimes you tell a dude about your girl, you know, like Coach Rick Adams brings it up on Locals that, you know, sometimes he'll show a girl on the Locals and then dudes will reach out and try to like dirty mac them and shit like that, which is really insane because I've been dirty mac plenty of times and that shit is fucking insane. Why? Just because I posted a chick on Facebook and tagged her, you know, shit like that. So yeah, you definitely need to kind of keep that shit on silent. Shit crazy, but it's all facts. Run that back one more time.
Say that again. Say them three things.
It's three things you don't tell another nigga. About your bitch, how much money you got, and your next move. Never tell another nigga.
Yo, J Flo says, when they reminisce over you, my God. Monk Dan says facts. Definitely all facts. Now, yo, there was something I wanted to show y'all. You know what? I'm just gonna empty the clip. Oh, look who came back to America.
So, did you end up going to jail, or is everyone's asking where have you been?
Well,
come on the sidewalk.
Well, I'm glad to be back in New York. I'm glad about that. I'm happy about that, to be back in New York, and that's all I have to say for right now. Follow my coins, follow everything.
Wait, Elijah, we gotta ask you.
Yes.
So, we gotta debunk some of these rumors, if that's okay with you, right?
Yes, that's okay.
So we want to know, did you end up going to jail, or was that not a thing? Like, because everyone's saying she went to jail, she's stuck in jail.
Well,
what happened?
Listen, I didn't go to jail. I was just stuck in Dubai. It was a situation that happened in Dubai that I couldn't get over at the time, and that was it.
How long were you there for?
I was there for a month.
Wow. After Pakistan?
After Pakistan, yes, I was.
Are you still in contact with anybody from Pakistan?
Yes, I am. My husband, he lives in Pakistan. Shout out to Nigel. Ahmed, I love you, baby. We are together.
Yo.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, I know this lady's sick in the head, right? Yo, y'all know this woman is sick in the head, right? You know she's sick in the head, right? J Flo says, do, bye. Hey, she did come back now, looking better now, Coochie sweater now, doesn't she? We gotta give it up. She look a lot better than she did before. She look like better than her mugshot, and she look like a better than she would when she came out to Dubai. So she got a little bread. Hey, but no, real talk. I mean, I know that she kind of talk, a little bit like a little Bama, she's from NY. She does actually have a coin though. She actually has a Bitcoin. I don't know if they made any money off of it, but she definitely actually does have a Bitcoin. It was crazy, but having a Bitcoin doesn't mean that. There's a lot of Bitcoins out there that don't even worth shit. So having a Bitcoin doesn't necessarily mean that it's a necessary problem. But she does actually have a Bitcoin. Whether it's worth anything, well, probably not. But J Flo says do bye. Yeah, man. But yo, you know who she's claiming, y'all? Remember the story came out that she went there to go get married to a guy, but then like him and the family was like, nah, we don't want to do that. She's still claiming the same dude. So everybody thinking that, she had another suitor, but look, she's still claiming the same dude. Check it.
We want to clear. Wait, is this a different guy?
No, this is one guy. This is my husband.
So you met someone else?
No, this is my husband, Nidal Hamid. His last name must have his mother's last name.
Wait, so how did you meet this guy? While you were out there?
No, we met actually on a romantic date. We had we met through the internet, basically.
Right. But is he in Pakistan?
Yes, he is.
No, so have you, wait, okay, so when do you plan on going back?
We're going to discuss that, but right now we all staying in New York soon.
Stop the cap.
This bitch, look at them eyes. Yo, look at her eyes, Chico. They never lie. This chick right here, bruh, is insane crazy. Look at her eyes. Look at this. When you can barely see the whites of their eyes, bruh, they psycho, bruh. Yo, they psycho. Look at this chick. This chick is all the way mental, bruh. All the way mental.
Is he in Pakistan?
Yes, he is.
No, so have you, wait, okay, so when do you plan on going back?
We're going to discuss that, but right now we all staying in New York soon.
Did you get the money? Did you get the land?
Listen, they going to give that land. They going to give that land. They going to give that 20K, that 50K out.
I love that. Well,
and that's it.
Because I know, like, you were online saying that, so did anyone give that to you? Were you able to raise anything?
Well, they was going to give me the 100K every week, but I left. So we're going to see what they're going to work on while I'm not there. I do have chips that have my face on it in Pakistan. I love you guys.
For real? In real life?
In real life.
You got to show us.
I miss you guys in Pakistan.
Can we see a movie on your life? Any projects that, like, you want to drop here?
Yes.
So there will be a movie in your life, maybe?
Yes, I will be having my own show out soon with my husband. Don't worry. Everything is exclusive. It's coming out. Add my coins. Thank you very much.
I love that. We got to get these coins.
Yes, add my coins. Later, TMZ.
Thank you, Anaja. Enjoy dinner.
Bruh.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
This bitch is fucking batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. More contagious meaning says, "Ayo, that type of dedication channel them to dedicate them to the right man would have been sincerely appreciated. Let's be real." Wait. Ayo, that type of dedication channel, dedication to channel them to the right man would have been sincerely appreciated. Let's be real. Can you rephrase that again a little bit? I'm trying to understand the context. And it's Friday night. I've been smoking and shit. Had a long day. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. J Flo says opium trade money. Oh shit. So you trying to say that she a drug mule? Hey, but you know I kind of feel that's funny. She actually has a Bitcoin, but doesn't know the name of her own coin. Yo,
What kind of shit is that?
make that make sense. She wants you to buy her coin, but she didn't tell you what the name of her coin is. Shit crazy walking in a 5-star restaurant being followed by paparazzi. I don't know, Mr. West. Oh boy. Morphine. So you saying crazy people can't go to 5-star restaurants? I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Then more contentious media says she knows the name. She can't say it in America. She can't take it. Well, wait. But she could take a flight to Pakistan. But she can't sell a Pakistan coin? Damn, this shit getting small. I don't know about that. But so wait, she can't say the name of the coin, but she can mention that she has a Pakistan coin. I don't know. I don't know. She says it was a lot of things she was not saying. You could see it in her body language. I can see the bitch is crazy. I don't know what the fuck you were seeing. I see a crazy bitch. I don't see nothing else. I see a crazy bitch who's still claiming a dude who vehemently denied being with her, Morphine. Let me ask you a question. Did you follow up on that story? Trust me, I'm well versed in this story. She's claiming the same dude that she got with online in America flew out there in the first place. The same dude whose family was up in arms and didn't want to get with her. Remember, I covered this story. Man, that bitch is batshit crazy. She said, "Follow my coin." TMZ said, "Where it was from." Morphine. You were doing so good. You were doing so good, baby boo. But baby girl. All right. I need you to hear what I'm saying to you. We all know. As a matter of fact, TMZ didn't even have to tell me that she had a coin. I know she has a coin. I'm not even disputing that she has a coin. I'm mad that she didn't say the goddamn name of the coin. There's nothing that's gonna stop her from saying the coin. I'm sorry. Pakistan is not on our enemies list. They're not on our no-fly list. The bitch flew to fucking Pakistan from New York. The bitch could say the Pakistan coin. The bitch is a dumb bitch. The bitch crazy, man. I'm telling you, the bitch crazy. And I mean, they made such a big deal. Think about it. Hey, think about it, Morphine. She essentially, think about it, y'all. She essentially put Pakistan on a map. Who the fuck else do we know that came from Pakistan other than her? We haven't heard anything about Pakistan until she went to Pakistan. She put Pakistan on the news, bro. She had white people talk about Pakistan on the news. I mean, it's just a hype like anything else. Like some people have their 15 minutes fame. Like, look, if I was her, I would try to milk it as much as possible. That don't mean that she's not a crazy bitch. She said, "I'm not saying I don't see you're a crazy bitch." Oh, she said, "I'm not saying." She said, "I'm not saying I don't see a crazy bitch." Oh, okay. Then it says, "Come back to Jamaica." Hey, dude, she'll get her ass whooped in Jamaica, bro. If she goes to Jamaica talking crazy, yo, man, Jamaica is no joke, man. They're gonna fuck her ass up, bro, before she even got off the damn plane. More contentious media says she went over there for a guy, then tried to colonize them people's land. I don't remember the story, but she is batshit crazy. Oh, okay, yeah, right. Like the bitch batshit crazy. Like, but she's claiming the same dude who denied her. They didn't even get married or nothing like that. This bitch is insane, man. I'm not saying that she's not making her little coin. I mean, here's the thing. Look, after all that, it would make sense that she made a little bit of coin. I mean, like I said, think about it. She literally put Pakistan on the map. Because anything else, do you know anything else about Pakistan? J-Flo says straggle colony. Like, What else do we know about Pakistan? I don't know. The only thing I know about Pakistan is that I think it's close to India. It's close to India, but it's between no, it's not close to India. I'm tripping. It's in the Middle East. It's close to India. Yeah, Straggle Colony. Yeah, shit crazy, man. Shit crazy. And the government wasn't trying to give her no idea. They just like the fact that it gave it a little bit notoriety for a minute. They were able to kind of be on the news. J-Flow says my ninja was full Pakistani. That ninja loved Filipinas. Oh, word. Hey, Pakistani Americans get that money. You feel me? But this thing about it, I'm sure Pakistani Americans probably send money to their country, but they don't ever go and say, okay, we made, you know what? We're set now. Let's go back to Pakistan. Fuck no. Oh, shit. J-Flow says, rest in peace, Phil Den. Rest in peace, Phil Den. I don't know who he is, but yo, salute to Phil Penn, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm really having some fun with y'all tonight. It's only been 2 hours. Okay. There was something else I wanted to show y'all. Oh, so you know how girls will talk about how, they don't want to go on dates and stuff like that. So, well, I guess this is all right. Let me just show y'all why men do not go to the club anymore. Check this out. This is why men don't go to the club anymore. Because this is what happens. This type of shit happens every day. Yo.
Emotional damage.
I mean, his approach was actually kind of whack, but, it is a party. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how the vibe is. These girls rather stand around and look cute. You know what I'm saying? While they wait for the guy that they really want to get at. Definitely different from when we used to go to the club, J-Flow and other guys our age. I think Supreme B will understand that. XL Pro, more, Monk Dan, our boys know what time it is. But, clubs never used to be like that. Club used to be a different vibe. Say nightclubs are dead. R.I.P. Facts. And it was funny too, because my dog, he still be trying to get me to go to the club. He about my age. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, unless we about to get I'm not saying that I got money like that, but it's like, unless somebody talk about getting a table, I'm not really interested, because I'm not trying to be one of these niggas trying to fucking pull up on a bitch and the bitch want to fucking walk away from me. She's probably looking at the VIP section. She want to be in the VIP. Or she trying to be next to the other dude. He wasn't even thinking about this ninja. I ain't gonna lie, she was definitely good looking. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'll buy that. And you know what? He actually didn't creep up on her that bad, actually. It was just from that angle, it just looked weird. But he was just trying to talk to her, but she don't even want to talk. And hey, it's okay. I understand. It's all good. You feel me? But that's why ninjas don't want to go to the club. It's why ninjas don't want to date, because they know that a chick, if you take her out on a date, she's more trying to post for the gram and try to make the dude who don't take her out jealous. J-Flow says late 90s, early 2000s hip-hop clubs were the realest ish in the game. Facts. Man, yo, I tell you this much. One of the things I did like about Miami and what kind of triggered me to kind of move down here too is the nightlife. The nightlife, look, man, in Miami, every night is a nightlife. Hey, look, literally, you could go out, look, Los Angeles, as big as Los Angeles is, every night is not a club night. But Miami, in Florida, South Florida, shit, every night in Miami is a damn party night. Depending on where you want to go, there's always something to do. That's one of the reasons why I kind of moved out here. And it's kind of funny too, because now I still slow down and now I don't do much anymore. Not that I don't do stuff every now and then. I think I kind of got over the hype. I mean, that happens to any resident or any local. But Miami was kind of popping after a while. But of course, Miami was probably the last stronghold for clubs, and shit, it died down too after Corona. J Flo says my nephew is going to the U. I'm coming out, fam. Let me know, man. We could come and have a cigar, have a couple beers or something, man. I'm down for that. Yeah, I'm always down to meet Righteous Fear or free agents or gang members. You know what I'm saying? I'm always down to link. I am in Miami. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always down to link, with y'all and have a drink or a brew or whatever. Anytime. Just let me know. Just give me a little bit of heads up. That way I just know. You know what I'm saying? Preferably, especially for weekends. Y'all lucky for the next weekends, for the next few months to a year. I will have weekends off. So I'm always down to link up, fam. I'm always down. You know what I'm saying? When we're in a club, everybody fam. But yeah, man. So yeah. He says coast to coast coach gang for sure. Shout out to CGA and the coach gang. Now I wanted to segue this and show you another video of when you be trying to get at girls, and this has happened to me plenty of times. I know this has happened to some of my OGs, but have you ever try to get at a girl and then she turn you down, and you bow down respectfully, but then they ended up coming back and being on your jock?
This girl on a date, he gets rejected, but what happens next is what blows my mind.
I can't take you on a date? Why? Oh, okay, no worries.
Rejected, moves on, finds success.
It would work.
Already?
It would work.
Already?
What?
That's fun. Are you
Who's this? I have no idea what this girl is.
It's just wild to me. So you reject him and send him off with his tail between his legs. But then you see that he's finding success elsewhere, and you got the audacity to come up and be mad after rejecting him. I don't understand it.
Yo.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Now, what's crazy is that, he shot his shot, you know what I'm saying? And she declined it. And he walked away respectfully. But now she wants to feel special. See, what it is that he literally proved to her that she was not special. I've had this happen to me back in the day plenty of times where chick wouldn't want me, but then she see me in the club with girls on me. I had one time, one chick was literally pulled me away from another girl. And not even the way she pulled me away from that chick was like she was fucking me. Did she give me the pussy that night? Ask me, y'all, did she give me the pussy that night? Ask me if I got the pussy that night. Nope. But guess what? Bitches, they hate competition. Anxiety is a motherfucker. And the truth is, I remember one time I went to the club. This was probably about maybe 5 years ago. And I remember I got at this sexy fine ass. Hell no, she didn't give me shit, bro. She didn't give me no poom poom. Bitch was pump faking. And the bitch just wanted my attention. And now I think about it, the bitch was even fucking in all that. J Flo says, send it.
You're a victim.
There we go.
But, everything happens for a reason. Trust me, I actually am kind of glad I didn't fuck her. Because she really wasn't really all that at all. Matter of fact, one day I came over her house and she looked completely different, and I seen her put on her face. From then on, I knew she wasn't shit. But that being said, yeah, man, these chicks, competition, hey, that's one thing. A lot of these chicks will fuck you if they know that you got other bitches or another females interested in you. I don't know why, but women, for some reason, they do like men who are pre-qualified. They don't want a dude who nobody else want, which is kind of crazy. Which is really crazy because a dude, we don't give a fuck if nobody else, no other dude wants the chick. We still gonna fuck with the chick because we like the chick. But females, if you don't have no hoes, you ain't gonna have her as your hoe either. These hoes fucking crazy. Now J Flo says, I worked at a nightclub and that ish was too easy. Oh, hell yeah. Nightclub, hell yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, shit up. I tried to get a part-time job maybe about a couple years ago. I tried to get a part-time job at a local bar. It didn't happen, but I tried. Cause shit, I would have loved. Hey, cause trust me, I would have been all up in. Poontang. Matter of fact, I almost kind of feel like that's why I didn't get a job. I kind of feel like they was probably like, man, this nigga gonna be over here and start fucking all these hoes. But I don't know. But you know, everything happens for a reason. But yes, fucking in nightclubs, yes, you definitely get bitches. Just being on the scene. Being on the scene. But shit. But probably not anymore now because now the clubs are completely different. They're not like how it used to be. Now, with that being said, you know, we all like, you know, hey, we ain't up front. We all like some of our girls all thick and stuff, right? You know, every now and then nothing wrong, a little thicky thick. With that being said, let me show you this video of this thicky thick girl. Then I'm gonna segue to our next topic. Oh, it didn't show, but this one will. So yo, everybody want a thick girl until it's time to show that thick girl. You know what I'm saying? Not even necessarily what you're working with, but just show her that you could, quote unquote, handle her. Check this out.
Hell yeah, I can handle all that.
Well, come pick me up.
Are you? Well, can't we just?
What, you're not a real man?
No, Okay, yeah. Let me see. Okay, let me see what I can do. Okay. Let me see. I'm sorry. I can't.
Get the fuck out.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Bruh, hey, hitting that shit is gonna be fun, but goddamn, girl, you're gonna try to make me throw my back out, bruh. Shit, I'm gonna need a backiotomy after fucking with your ass, bitch. I ain't gonna lie though, she was definitely looking good, but goddamn, it was like, at that moment when you were trying to pick her up, we started seeing all that serially, like, bitch, like you think you look luscious, you know, you voluptuous, but bitch, you kind of fat. Like, you know, you ain't fat, but damn, bitch. God damn it, bro.
Okay. I'm sorry. I can't.
Get the fuck out.
Yo, J Flo says I can't rock with anything over 160. Yo, homegirl was definitely about 200. Like, I ain't up front, like, you know what I'm saying? That look, am I gonna lie? That 200 look good on her. That 200 does look good on her, like sexually. But that and also too, let's just be real. He don't look very strong. But yeah, dude, that J Flo says that's fighting weight, fam. She definitely is, bro. Hey, but look at her. She's not even that tall. Like he's taller than her. But and it was so funny too. I think he could really pick her up in real life, but still, man, that shit. Like, look, that's what it is. If she's expecting to get thrusted in the air like they be doing in them videos, in them promo videos, she's she's a wig split motherfucker. Because, bruh, ain't no way you can pick that up, bruh. I ain't gonna lie though. You know what's actually funny? I was dating this chick, right? And she was definitely bigger than her. But I had to say, kind of like her, all the fat was in the right places. Like all the fat was in her butt. Like she didn't even have big titties. She actually had regular sized titties, but she had a big ass. She had a fat ass. She had some thick ass legs. She had a little bit of a gut. I ain't gonna say that she didn't have no gut because a bitch like that is gonna have a gut. But she was probably bigger than her, a little bit bigger than her. And I remember I went to her birthday party, and like I guess for her birthday party, I guess she was supposed to be giving me like a little. They wanted me to give her a lap dance or something like that. But I wasn't about to do no gay shit, like, cause I know gay ass. I mean, I ain't no gay ass nigga. I ain't gonna be out here looking like acting like genuine on the bitch. But what I did was, I was like, nah, I ain't gonna dance for her. I was like, but she could dance for me. So she started kind of dancing on me in front of everybody. So of course, I'm over here getting that lap dance or whatever. And then the DJ was like, he said, oh, but you can't pick her up though. And I would say this was like in 2016. Yeah, this was about 2016. Yo, she was at least about a good 220, bro. She had to be about 220. Like she wasn't fat. Like she wasn't like obese and all that, but she was definitely way on the thick side. But yo, I picked her ass up. And what was crazy was I actually picked her up. And I actually picked her up with ease because, don't sleep. Your boy Cali West, you know what I'm saying? I ain't the biggest motherfucker, but yo, I got what you call that old man strength. But I picked her up and I sure did kind of like, gave her a little through thrust and shit like that. And everybody was like all hyped. And I was mad about that. I was really mad. It's because in this day and age where everybody has a cell phone, I'm like, none of y'all motherfuckers recorded that shit, bruh. None of y'all recorded that shit.
What kind of shit is that?
But no lie, if I still had that, I would actually show that off because I was actually pretty proud of myself. I actually was able to. I actually stepped up to the plate and I delivered. You know what I'm saying? I actually delivered. I actually was able to pick a big bitch up, like, and just like J Flo says, he said, don't skip leg day. Facts. Well, maybe that's what it was. Maybe and that's probably what really helped me out was probably my legs. Because go figure, at that point I was already kind of like ready because I didn't want to get embarrassed. So I made sure I had support. He said, that's victory. Polaroid. I don't know. I'll probably look back at it and be ashamed now. Yeah, sometimes we be catfishing. Hey, sometimes when I say catfishing, I'm not necessarily saying like faking who we are. Sometimes we be catfishing, like as in we're the catfish and we almost kind of eat anything. But yeah, but she was sticking in the motherfucker. Hey, like they say, shit ass though. Shit ass though.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Now, do y'all see this little video with Cardi B? I guess Cardi B's cooking for that Stephen Diggs guy now. Check this out.
Because I'm hungry.
She said, I gotta practice.
No, I didn't really burn the top. I just feel like I took it off the oven at the right time.
At the right time, nice and brown, a little crispy at the top.
I mixed it with butter and honey. Put it on the top. Yeah, I think.
We talking about how you brown the top of that?
Oh,
yeah.
no, you know what's so crazy? I think I put so much cheese on my rouge that I only sprinkle a little bit, but I use Kobe Jack cheese.
So yo, let me ask y'all a question. Have we ever seen her cook for Offset? Have we ever seen her cook for Offset? Have we ever seen her cook for Offset?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
They said Offset leftovers. Shit. Offset leftovers is performing better than she was when he was with her, though. That's the caveat, though. Shit.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Yo, J Flow, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. But yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, G. Ain't nothing more funner than having some fun with somebody else's baby mother, bro. For real. I ain't even gonna cap, bro.
This is a sick Negro.
Ah, shit. J Flow says Black Mirror. Oh shit. Black Mirror? What do you mean by Black Mirror? Black Mirror? Hey, is that some reading Rainbows type of shit? What does it mean Black Mirror? Because when I hear about Black Mirror, I always kind of think of that. I always kind of think of what's his name? What's his name? David Mackey. I always kind of think about him and him kissing that dude or some shit like that. What do you mean by Black Mirror? Add a little bit to that. Monk Dan says Stephen stepdaddy digs. Ah, right. Because guess what? Either the kids might be home, huh? Oh shit! Hey, the kids might fuck around and be home, bro.
Emotional damage.
Well, as long as you don't impregnate her or marry her, he don't have to really be stepdaddy. You know what I'm saying? You know, she probably say, you know what I'm saying? You know, she say with that Dominican accent, you know, don't be knocking on my door, and fuck the shit out of her. I'm telling you, man, ain't nothing like somebody else's baby mama glazing your dick. Just don't marry the bitch. That's all.
Nope.
Just don't marry the bitch.
You got a girl. Drop her.
It's a show like Twilight Zone. Now, I know. J Flow, you're a wild boy, right? I know what Black Mirror is, but when you say Black Mirror, what's the reference to that? Are you referring to the fact that is his name David Mackey, Daniel Mackey, whoever the dude plays the new Captain America? But didn't he kiss some dude, or he was acting like he was fake gay, or he was doing some gay stuff on the that TV show? Yes or no? But maybe there's a different reference to you referring to Black Mirror, because you know what's crazy? I heard Black Mirror is kind of a decent show. But when I heard about that David Mackey kissing a dude or something like that, I kind of was like, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, a little let down by that. Monk Dan says death by simp is a dangerous game. Sheesh. J Flow says she's cooking for a ninja, but not Offset. Oh, okay, I get it. It's like she in a Twilight Zone. Like this bitch, like they're in a different realm. Because this bitch, hey, J Flow, do y'all remember when Cardi B doing around the coronavirus, when the corona was going on? Do you remember Cardi B was crying because she couldn't cook? She couldn't cook, so she was eating cereal. Remember? She was crying because she didn't know how to cook. Remember? Do y'all remember that? That happened during COVID. She was crying because she couldn't order nothing. Remember? Because at one point in time in New York, they shut down every fucking thing, and she was eating cereal, crying on the internet. J Flo says cornbreadiverse. Right. You're a wild boy. Cornbreadiverse. Facts. This chick is cooking for dude. Offset, yo, you already know that he punching the air right now, right? I know he can cry in the car, right? Yo, that dude definitely punching the air right now, bro. After Cardi B decided that she was gonna go cook for a whole nother ninja. And it's crazy too, because that dude, he injured for he can be at least out for maybe a year or maybe even longer, man. I think he had an ACL injury, man. I feel bad for him for that. But shit, he probably fucked around, torn that ACL, fucking around and Dirty Mac and other ninjas girls and fucking other ninjas girls when they pregnant. Shit crazy. Shit crazy. Shit is insane. What else I got for y'all boys? I kind of like this vibe, so I ain't gonna show you though. I ain't gonna show you this baby mama bullshit. Let's see here. What else do I have for y'all? Cause damn, it's literally 2 hours and 30 minutes. I meant to cut off at this time, but you know, I'm having so much fun, man, with y'all. J Flo said, "What's up for the weekend? What's up for the weekend? What's up for the weekend, Ninja?" I have to be honest with you, man. I ain't got no plans because this is probably like my second weekend off. I didn't even make any plans, bro. I was just so damn busy this week trying to put together shows and trying to, get on my, trying to get my chicken bag up. I ain't make no plans. If anything, I might go try to slide on a female after this, but that chick, she might be with her man by now or something. But I just tend to notice that this chick I be kind of messing with. And it's not even like on a boyfriend-girlfriend type shit, or not even on some dating type of shit. It's kind of on some like on that P2P shit. But she tends to not be available at certain time, like at like late night. Like this is the reason why I want to pay. It's because I could get it at night when I want it, like a Little Caesars pizza. But hey, it is what it is, right? But yeah, your boy ain't got no real plans for this weekend. But it's crazy because even though I don't have plans, that doesn't mean like I don't have anything going on. Just nothing to write home about. You know what I mean? Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes, sometimes your weekend. Sometimes having nothing going on for a weekend is a good thing. Sometimes that's a relief. That means I could go and maybe, maybe catch up, maybe watch a couple of movies, maybe been watching some shit, maybe work on my channel. There's a lot of other things I could be doing other than, than just hanging out and spending money. I mean, we all know that you spend money and everything, but, hey. Oh, I'm trying to see my file on what else I got to show y'all today. I feel like I got some other stuff in the file that I didn't show. Oh, okay, so I did finish that. Then there's something that I didn't get to show yesterday. Oh, he said, "Who you got for March Madness basketball?" You know what, man? I don't know who you got. To be honest with you, I don't really. I'd be so busy. It's hard for me to keep up with NCAA like that. But who you got? Who you going for? That's a good question. But I ain't gonna lie, man. I be so busy. I barely keep up with NCAA. Right? You said Florida and Duke. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, but I heard Duke been balling. I know that. That's all I know. But as far as keeping up with the games, I don't really know shit about that. Especially this season, man. I've been like, that's one thing that's kind of tough, man. It's like I said, I don't even have any time to like watch my little shows or my little movies or anything like that. Because shit, I just been so fucking busy trying to get my chicken bag up. Because like, one thing, like, I can't necessarily say that I liked everything that my dad used to say. I guess no one really likes what their parents say. But my dad, he used to be, my dad was a little bit of a, he was a little bit of a, like, he was like to take fun out of shit. But there was one thing that he does actually kind of said that is technically kind of true. He was like, he was like, you're trying to watch these TV shows, you're trying to watch these movies, but he said these people already did what they had to do. These dudes already did their lesson. They already did their lesson. They already did what they had to do to get to that level, is basically what he was trying to say. And technically, that wasn't necessarily true. As a matter of fact, a lot of those actors on those TV shows were actually low lives. And, those people were actually waiters and stuff before they were busting tables to even become an actor and stuff like that. Some of them actors are not as dope as you may think. But, my dad didn't, know all that. But at the same time, there is some truth to that. Like you see like content creators or you see some people on TV, like Stephen A. Smith, he done paid his dues. He done made his money. Like, what do you contribute into the world? And this is my contribution to the world. I might not have the most views or something like that. You feel me? But, you know, I might not have the most views and all that, but, you know, I just kind of believe that, you know, this is my gift to the world. You feel me? And, you know, back to my original statement, like he just is to talk about, like, you know, you taking so much time to go watch TV and watch what somebody else is watching. But like, you know, but they already done, you know, they got their chicken bag up. They didn't pay their dues, but you're too busy trying to waste your life away, trying to watch the TV instead of trying to get your shit together, you know? And, you know, mind you, our body was only fucking like 11, 12 when this man said this shit. Oh, shit, man. But, you know, but there is some type of truth to that, bro. Like, you know, it is going to try the truth to that. Like,
emotional damage.
Like, you know, if you're literally just only consuming and you're not even trying to produce anything, you are kind of not really contributing to yourself or to society. So, you know. Now, J Flo says, where was my pops from? Oh, my pops is Jamaican. He was straight from Jamaica. He was a tether or whatever. And you know what? I wouldn't even say that because I kind of feel like tether is somebody who, like, I guess, try to be American. But yeah, my dad was nothing close to American. The only thing that was American to my dad was he had American citizenship. That was about it. But yeah, but you know, like at the end of the day, I kind of feel like, you know, our parents, you know, we don't ever really like what our parents say, but sometimes they actually do speak, you know, the truth sometimes. Sometimes maybe it'd be the truth at the wrong time, or maybe they could present it better, but it do be true. Like, think about it. You know how many people sit around watching TV, watching somebody else's life, watching these TV shows, you know, watching these, you know, these people, you know, these, like, for example, a lot of chicks, they're watching these romance shows and stuff like that, but like, you watching a romance show, but your fucking relationship is in a fucking turmoil. Like, you don't want to submit to your man and shit. Okay, let's say like your man's not even worth submitting to. Okay, but are you a bitch that even is worth even getting to submit? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you got Dunlap over your belly, you can't even see your poom poom. You know what I'm saying, nigga? You know what I'm saying? A nigga eat, you know, nigga can't even eat your poom poom and see your face at the same time. Then maybe you need to, you know, maybe you need to kind of do something better about your life. That way you can have the type of relationships you see on TV. You're not saying that relationships on TV are even real because that's fake. But at the same time, it's like you up here, you know, saying superheroes who have really great, impeccable bodies, but your body look like shit. Maybe instead of watching, or maybe if you're gonna watch that movie, maybe you need to watch it while you're on a treadmill. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there is some truth to that. You feel me? J Flo says, city or country. My barber is from Jamaica. Man, the country, bro. Remember I said like he got his American citizenship. You thought he was talking about Jamaica, South Side. Oh, you thought my daddy was from Side, Jamaica, Queens, nigga? You heard me? You know this nigga was, you think my daddy was chilling with fronting 50 Cent with his stash? No, my dad was from Kingston, Jamaica, bro. All up in the island, bro. My daddy knew Bob Marley, bro. Literally, my nigga. Like, you know, but because remember, like, that's why it's so funny when girls be trying to talk about men and talk about how man ain't shit or how man ain't a certain person at a certain level. But my dad used to tell me about how he used to see Bob Marley used to be by the river and shit, because Bob Marley was like kind of like, you know, basically a Rasta. A Rasta is almost like they haven't live off the land. Like they're kind of like essentially like beach bums. And Bob Marley wasn't all that, but guess what? You know, he eventually blew up and became world renowned, right? But guess what? All people have humble beginnings. So like when these females be talking about, oh, you know, oh, you don't know what rich men want and stuff like that. But guess what? Most men will probably never become rich. But guess what? All rich men or most rich men were once broke men, or once men who didn't have money. You know, women think that men with money will just, you know what I'm saying, all were born with money, born with silver spoons in their mouths. And that's far from the fact. J Flo said, that's dope, Callie. He said, I never knew his dad was white. Man, yeah, his dad was white. Look, man, a matter of fact, Pete, this is crazy because my dad used to listen to a lot of Bob Marley, right? because Bob Marley was very popular, and my dad used to listen to his music, right? But straight up and down though, J Flow, Bob Marley was a simp, dog. Bob Marley simped out when she cheated on him and had a baby by a whole other man, and he still decided to go still be with her and raise that kid. Yo, man, he fucking played himself for that one, bro. At that point, I was like, Ninja, what?
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
I was like, oh, okay. I was like, that's why my daddy was. I said, that's why sometimes Jamaicans be simping sometimes. Because I don't know, I kind of feel like even sometimes in his music, my mom was a little bit of a simp. But definitely in his life, bro. No woman, J Flow says, no woman, no cry was Red Pill. Hey, read this. But we all know that sometimes these artists didn't live the life that they was talking. Elvis Presley was a simp. Bob Marley was a motherfucking simp. Shit, a lot of these motherfuckers are simps, man. A lot of these people who you thought was pimping was simping. Hey, I got love for Dr. Dre, but Dr. Dre was a simp. Yo, how was a chick? Look, Dr. Dre was getting divorced by a chick. Listen to this. And I love Dr. Dre. I got love for Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's still DRE. But, yo, pause. But, yo, Dre was getting a divorce, and he was still pillow talking with a bitch who was divorcing him and telling her about what stock that he had in Apple that she did not fucking know about. Ninja, you's a whole goofy ass ninja, bruh.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
And then Dr. Dre essentially left Death Row. I thought he left Death Row because, because of the gang violence, or because, they kind of felt like they kind of put Tupac on the front, on the front end of everybody. No, Dr. Dre left Death Row because Suge Knight's simp ass, because they both were some simps. Suge Knight decided he was gonna go get Dre's leftovers and fucking marry fucking that bitch, Michelle A, bruh. Bruh. And this, beat this. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Let me take that back. I don't think Dre's a simp for leaving Death Row. Only because that's still a little crafty, bro. Like, I don't think you have to be a simp to not want to be cool with somebody who decides to go fucking marry your fucking baby mama, bro. That's a little much, bro.
This is a sick Negro.
I guess, maybe Dr. Dre from a business standpoint was like, okay, if a dude is willing to kind of risk the best DJ in the world or the best producer in the world over some poontang, this is not a good businessman. He's just a thug who's just doing some goofy shit. Dr. Dre left and bossed the fuck up, bro. Bossed the fuck up, bro.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So, I'm not saying that Dr. Dre is not still a genius and he's still not business minded and he's still not brilliant. But even brilliant men still do simp shit. J Flow says before you turn the lights off. Shit crazy, man. Shit is crazy. But yep, all men, no man is not susceptible to being, a simp or nothing like that. With that being said, talk about Jamaica. Shout out to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my family that's still in Jamaica, because my daddy did have a lot of family members, and there's a lot of people who are still in that country that still, I guess, still have, the same name. So big up to everybody in Jamaica, all the cousins, and I don't know, and whatnot. Yeah. But talk about Jamaica. Check this out. Yeah. Yeah. Lord God, she know what I want. Yo. I'm probably gonna get copyright for that music, huh? Hopefully not. I might get a copyright for that music. Monk Dan says, yes, flatbacks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know when the flatbacks come on, you know what we gotta do. Shout out to Snow Bunny Heaven. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. I might have to do something about this motherfucking computer, man. And it's crazy too, because I got a new computer, but my new computer is working like a champ. It's my old computer still acting up.
What kind of shit is that?
And it's not even that old either, which is really crazy. So, although I'm having technical niggatries right now this time, we can still give y'all a little entertainment while y'all wait.
Women love my skis, yes it's magic, it's a blessing. When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven. Women love my ski, yes it's magic, it's a blessing. When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven. That's my destination. Nose running snow bunnies in segregation. With no slave ships, not racist. Slave stations. Young camel toe is black Caucasian. Snow bunnies hopping on my carrot stick. Oh my God. Blasting off like spaceships. Extra basic. With a facelift, and some fat tits, and some duck lips. I ain't playing. Women love my ski. Yes, it's magic. It's a blessing. When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven. Women love my ski. Yes, it's magic, it's a blessing. When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven. Bethany, Stephanie, Heffany, Heaven. Molly, Holly, oh golly, Heaven. Becky, Betty, Wetty, Heaven. Ski on your tummy, Snow Bunny Heaven.
A bumper clock, boy. Now, Monk Dan says, no, J Flow says, dance hall is undefeated. Facts. Monk Dan says, green shorts in the front is lovely. Man, they were all lovely. I to be honest with you, I didn't see any one chick that I would not have taken, to be honest. I would have took them all. Hey, they're like Pokemon. You got to catch them all. Got to catch them all, B.
Hey, you looking for Candyman, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go gambling. Oh, yeah.
Now, Monk Dan says, I'll take the blue top, gray shorts one. Oh shit! Damn. Like she has some cheeks on her. They all, yo man, they all tightly packed. Monk Dan comes with the five piece. He says 5 for the flat back Fridays. Man, I appreciate you for tuning in, G. Every little bit counts, man. Salute. Big Flo says, Snow Bunny Heaven. Yeah, man. I don't know. We might have to have an episode maybe this weekend, maybe tomorrow, about about these snow bunnies and about how they're definitely competing against for the brothers, man. They're competing for the brothers, man. Like, a lot of these things that was just exclusive to sisters is basically hitting the suburbs. They're hitting the burbs now. You feel me? In the burbs. And see, and the truth is, I could honestly say that dealing with a chick who's, I ain't say, look, I'm not saying that, dealing with a chick who's not black is better. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that, they all have their trade-offs. He says twerk before work. Facts. Twerk before work. Well, twerk before work and business before back shots. Facts. Major facts. Mm-hmm. The thing is that, it's like having an interracial chick. That's why I used to call them interracials, because it was like an interracial relationship, right? You get it? Now, when I used to deal with interracials, the best of both worlds is the fact that they used to be kind of down because they wanted to be down with the culture, but they had enough of their own culture to the point that, you kind of wanted something different when you dealt with, it's like you deal with a white woman. I'm not saying that it's not okay to kind of deal with a white woman from the hood, but it's like generally when you want a white woman, you want a white woman who's not from the hood, a white woman who's just kind of like in the middle. It's like she's down. It's like she know who Snoop Dogg is. She know who Kendrick Lamar is or whatever, or she know who Drake, and she keeps up with the music, but she's not so knee deep into the hood to the point that she's like going to hood parties. You feel me? Red flags, red flags. I definitely may want to have an episode about that tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe early in the day, I could definitely talk about, because I ain't gonna lie, that talking about these smoke bunnies is very, very funny, because these chicks are changing the game, man. Like the fact that these foods and stuff is changing their bodies. And also too, black men are also not many men, but Coach Greg Adams, thanks to Coach Greg Adams and men like him, like Donovan Sharp, they've been kind of pushing for black men to kind of essentially exercise their options, not just limit themselves just to getting with black women, but actually also exercise the option of getting with, other races of women, to basically, because the best way to get the best woman, even if you want the best type of black woman, you will still have to have her compete against the best white women as well, or the best Latin women as well, because the best thing for competition is competition anxiety. Unfortunately, that's the same with business, and that's the same with women. Shit, same with men too. Let's think about it. Like, J Flow says boss up. I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to boss up every day, one way or another. And can I be honest with you? It's hard, man. It's hard. It's tough, and but I try to live within my means. I try to have fun as I can, but for the most part, I try to stay hunkered down as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I definitely want to boss up. I want to be able to, live a good life and enjoy it. You feel me? Like, these guys talk about, they can survive off of $3,000. Nigga, what? You fucking insane? Even if you could survive on $3,000 a month, do you want to? Do you really want to live off of $3,000 only a month? J Flow says, keep grinding, Cali. Man, your boy ain't got no choice in the matter. I ain't got no choice in the matter, G.
Emotional damage.
I'm gonna tell you this much. I'm gonna be a tired dog because I might be getting another hustle on the weekend. So even though I'm available on the weekends, it's like I'm gonna be available but not really available. Because either I'm gonna be hustling for myself, or I'm be somewhere, trying to get my trying to get my chicken bag up. Shout out to Stephen's Code and Coach Greg Adams. Now, since we're on a good tip, on my way out, since we got about 5 more minutes, we might as well make it around 3 hours. J Flow says, I will have to stay one step ahead of the wife or she'll take half my ish. Facts. Yo, like Alpha Male Strategy said, Either you bring the drama or she'll bring the drama. So you might as well definitely got to be 2 steps ahead. Definitely got to be a step ahead. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. What really scares me is when females ask me questions, because I know usually when they ask me, they already have a predetermined idea of what they're gonna do. Like they even know what they're gonna do when you say no. Like it's like, you know how sometimes you kind of have high hopes that someone says yeah, but then when they tell you yeah, now you're trying to like nowadays you stuck with the decision that they say yeah, you don't know what to do. But you know, that's like not really being prepared. But you know, because being prepared is, you know, hoping for the best but expecting the worst. You know, because we know that Darwin's, you know, we know that Darwinism is real. You know what's the worst that could happen will. Now, with that being said, I definitely agree with that. You definitely gotta stay one step ahead. But when these females ask you a question, I'm almost scared all the time because they already have a predetermined idea of what they're gonna do. Sometimes they know you're gonna say no, and because you say no, now they have a reason to cut your ass off from the poo nanny and shit like that. Like these bitches are crazy, bro. Like, you know, like why I realized too, and it took me forever to realize this. But what I didn't know about females is that, or women, I didn't realize that they essentially, what's the word? Oh, they don't ever ask for, look, whenever they say something or ask you something, they always they know what they're doing. They always they're one step ahead when it comes to asking something. And I didn't realize that, oh, okay. Usually when they ask you something, they already have you set up for the okie doke. And you know, and I can honestly say I admit that I done fell for the okie doke a few times. More times than I wanted to. But I do want to show some biddies on my way out though. Damn, oh. I guess that video's coded. For some reason, StreamYard, man, count your days, bro. Count your days. Cause I want to show y'all these big old biddies. But it wouldn't let me put it on the screen. There was some big old biddies too. Oh. You know what I do want to show y'all? Nah, you know what? I'm just going to say that for tomorrow. I'm going to save that for tomorrow. And no matter what, y'all, I'm going to come on tomorrow. Either I show y'all that tomorrow, I'm going to show y'all on Sunday. But we're going to have to really get down, and I ain't going to lie. That Red Bull, it helped, but it only helped so much. Your boy getting a little tired. Yeah, I think I'm about to call it a night. My dad said, "Will you guys be on MM for Sunday?" Oh, you know what? I don't know, man. We're gonna see, because I ain't gonna lie. Shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I might be trying to be out on that water or try to check out the beach or something that day. But I'll be around. I'll probably check out some bar. But I am definitely coming on to on Sunday, probably Sunday night. But I'm not gonna be on for March Madness though. I'll probably be on like after the fact, especially the fact that people ain't gonna watch during the game anyway, right? You know what I'm saying? No one's gonna watch this shit. I mean, I know y'all boys will probably still tune in, but you know, we gotta do it when everybody's around. Plus, y'all gonna be busy, so we'll figure it out. And I really appreciate everybody for tuning in, y'all. J-Flo says, thanks, Kelly. Peace, fam. Hey, once again, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Everybody, Rice's Fear, Free Agent Lifestyle, you name it, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Even the ladies that tuned in. Once again, it's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Damn. That didn't work out the way I wanted, but I appreciate y'all. Y'all boys have a good night, though. And y'all have enjoy y'all weekend. Y'all, I'm counting. Salute.